to. I mean, throwing the ball and running all over the field. But tonight's game, we had a memorial earlier, just a couple minutes ago, started about 7 o'clock for dedicated to the memory of the Buccaneer cheerleader Madison Michael, who lost her life in a tragic accident last weekend. 16-year-old Madison gone way too soon, but her spirit will live on in the heart of Branford. Because once a buck, always a buck. So our thoughts and prayers go out to her family, friends, and remembering and dedicating the game and broadcast to Madison's memory. So if you're listening but aren't able to make it to the funeral tomorrow at First Baptist Church in Brantford at 11, then just say a quick prayer for their family as they will need as many prayers as possible.
Yeah, so the emotions were high here at the stadium. Had a beautiful little memorial before we got started tonight. So last game she was out here cheering. So just remember all of these cheerleaders, players that all were impacted by this, and really the community. It's one thing about Branford sports, the community as a whole. It's a tight knit community, and when something happens, when one person's impacted, everybody's impacted. So it sounds like that this community comes together and just loves on each other, supports each other. So we're honored to be a part of that tonight.
For sure, for sure. So that's I mean that's one thing I like when because I actually played for Brantford as you may have seen me talk about a little bit with Coach Clark here, the head coach for the Bucks. But we playing for Brantford, I mean you come in and you know that you could tell right off rip that it's really a different environment than you find really in a little bit bigger scenarios. I mean bigger cities and bigger schools, but makes you really feel loved and but actually on a little side note here, we're about to get kicked off on but we seen the Bucks warming up here earlier, getting everything stretched out and ready to go, but we have not seen
Yeah, so the Eagles are over in the practice field,
Eagles are
warming
over
up.
there in the
So about,
practice
about to
field.
work their way over here to the stadium. So first off, so make sure that if you're watching this, go on, click subscribe to rivercountrysports.com so that you can be updated on all the action. So we've got the game which comes on every Friday night. So we're going to have the home games and the away games. You'll get to watch the best of Buccaneer football all season long, whether it's at home, whether it's away. You can, even if you like to come to the games, it gives you a chance to go back, watch things. Yet one thing we've always said about high school football, we would love it if we had instant replay. So you'll get your chance. I know we like to sit in the stands and call the plays. We'll get a chance to sit back and watch back and see what really happened on some of these games.
Yeah, one thing I thought was pretty cool about it that since it's Brantford's first year using River Country Sports as of Swanee and Live Oak using it last year, a lot of the Bucks players were able to go back and watch what they did with honestly a little better quality than what they had on their huddle tape. But I mean they able to have the broadcast in which really showed like what was going on in the play, but able to post it to their stories and everything. But the Bucks tonight, coming out wearing their home blue on blue, as the Eagles look like they've got white tops on. I can't tell for sure what color the bottoms are, as they're still over there on the practice field. But we're excited to get the game kicked off here in a little bit, and we are going to cut to commercial real quick, and we'll be right back on RiverCountrySports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Yes. And we're back here live on RiverCountrySports.com, where we got started off talking a little bit about the Branford Buccaneers and their win against Dixie last Friday night. We talked also a little bit about the North Florida Educational Eagles, which we're wondering what they're going to be able to try and do against Branford here tonight. Also, if anybody missed it, we are dedicating this week's home game to the memory of Buccaneer cheerleader Madison Michael, who lost her life in a tragic accident last season. 16-year-old Madison, who's gone way too soon, but her spirit will live on in the heart of Branford, because once a Buck, always a Buck. So our thoughts and prayers go out to her family and friends, remembering and dedicating this game and broadcast to Madison's memory.
Yeah, well, I tell you, and so tonight was also senior night. So we got a chance to see all the seniors from all different sports across Branford Buccaneer
Right.
athletics. So I got to honor all of our seniors tonight. So man, I tell you, when we came here, it was already a packed house. They started early, but man, it looks like most everybody has stayed. So everybody's excited to watch some Branford Buccaneer football, as they should be. So we're coming off of a JV undefeated season. Got several of those players that have moved up now to varsity. So some really what are going to be some key star players for the Branford Buccaneers this season.
You're looking at, and a couple of those star players, I mean, you're looking at guys who participated in 6 quarter, were able to play 2 quarters of the JV games, and then transfer over on Friday nights and play a full 4 quarters of the varsity games as needed to. And then once the JV season finished up, they were able to just go full-time varsity. But I mean, a couple of those players, you're looking at your quarterback tonight, who's Trent Land, who's really been able to develop and work over the offseason to continue and grow his arm strength and grow his reads. And he's really been able to work. And I think we're going to be very excited to see what he's able to do. But
I tell you, not just his arm strength, but man, he has some wheels. That was one thing. He was able to come up and play some last season, so we already got to see some of this. But man, he will put his head down and run over you if you get in his way. We've seen him several times get on some long stretches down the sideline, making touchdowns, not only on his with his arm, but on his feet as well. So excited to see some of that action tonight.
right, for sure. And one more time, we are going to cut to a commercial right before kickoff. So join us right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Right before the break, we talked about a couple star players that have came up from JV and what we think are going to be a big help for the Branford Buccaneer varsity team this season. A key player we talked about was your quarterback, Trent Land, who's been able to develop a lot. But not only him, but I want to talk about your running back for the Buccaneers. Starting running back tonight, number 2, Ollie James. Ollie James is one who's really been in the weight room this offseason, and it has been evident in his size and his growth and his speed steadily increasing over the offseason. I mean, that's one thing that we've been able to see in another player, number 9, Cole Poindexter, who also is able to. It's one of those things where the three of the guys get together, and they're one of those duos that you couldn't stop. Definitely couldn't be stopped because they led the JV Buccaneers to an undefeated season last year. But so we're definitely looking forward to seeing what they are able to do this season for the Bucks. Last night, I don't know if you were able to see, but the Bucks took on the Mayo Hornets for JV and actually came out with the win. After halftime, it got canceled because of a rain delay, and then the game overall was canceled. But the Bucks came out with the victory. We're up by 2 scores, 14-0 there over the Hornets. One thing that we're very curious to see, because we've got, I believe, week 9 of the season for the Bucks, who will be taking on the Mayo Hornets. So we're definitely looking forward to see what will go on there.
Yeah, so and then talking about games, we've got a great lineup this season. Some of these teams we may not have seen before, but also we've got Oak Hall coming up. I was looking at scores earlier. We'll go and try and get some score updates throughout the game. But we also seen Oak Hall played last night, 150-0. So we've got some good opponents coming up.
Now, who was that? Who was that game against that Oak Hall played last night?
I'll check that and get the update.
For sure, for sure. So actually, Oak Hall is one of those teams that we played early last season. They came here, traveled here, so the Bucks are actually going to be on the road to Oak Hall this season, coming up in a couple weeks, I believe, right?
That's right.
So they're going to be in Oak Hall there in a couple weeks. A couple star players I know have graduated on for Oak Hall, but don't let that be deceiving to you. And as we get again, we were not able to get a roster there for the Eagles tonight, but we will call numbers as well. And your captains for night, since it is senior night, all of your captains will be your seniors. So starting from the left, going to the right, you've got number 5, Devin Waller. Devin's one of those guys who came in this season. We're definitely looking forward to see what he can do, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Next to him on his right side is Carson Capella, number 28. Carson's one of those guys who actually came over from Fort White and joined the Bucks crew this season. Playing the running back position, we're definitely looking forward to see what he can do. Also, not dressed out tonight is number 11, Blake Pilkington, one of those guys who was able to join the Bucks this season, but suffered an injury earlier on, but will be returning hopefully back in the next game or two. Just to your right of number 11, Pilkington, is number 7, Arcavian Jones. Jones is one of those guys, I believe, his 4th year on varsity.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's got plenty of experience. So we're looking forward to see what the Jones can do for us tonight, playing in the slot receiver position. Out in front and to the right of number 7, Jones, is number 50, Big Wyatt Derringer. Wyatt Derringer is one of those guys and you can testify to this, who's not scared to put his head down and hit somebody.
That's right. So he's one of those middle linebackers, and man, he will stick his head in a hole. Does a great job stepping up the middle.
Also playing on the line for the Bucks is Wyatt Derringer. So just on both sides of the ball, just hitting somebody. Number 6, just behind Wyatt Derringer there, is T.C. Smith. T.C. Smith is one of those guys who's been a big help to the Bucks early on this season. Looking forward to see what he'll be able to do. Transferred over from Columbia this year, so a lot of experience in the running back position and the slot receiver position, as well on the defensive side of the ball.
Yep.
Number 53, Joe Robinson. Joe Robinson's one of those guys, reliable guy, can be used wherever you need him. He's ready to go at all times. Number 0, a guy that's familiar to very many Buccaneer fans, if you watched any Buccaneer football last year, is number 0, Reese Vaught. One of those guys, you hand him the ball, he'll go anywhere that he needs to in order to get a touchdown. Also, I believe not having to play a ton on the defense side of the ball this year, just because of the numbers of Buccaneers that has been increased this year, adding a little depth. But then, number 8. Just to the right of number 0, Reese Vaught, is number 8, Trip Schultz. Trip Schultz is one of those guys who, like we talked about number 50, is probably pound for pound hardest hitter on the Buccaneer crew. So definitely be looking out for number 8 at the wideout position. Also on the defensive side of the ball tonight.
Yes, we've got the Eagles just made their way out to the stadium, so we've got 3 of their captains. Again, we'll try and update with the numbers. We do not have a roster, so we won't have all of the names as they're making plays tonight.
Coin was flipped. Checking the call. Still waiting on the call there. White cap in the middle of the field. So it looks like the Eagles there in the white helmets and the dark blue pants. I know I watched an interview with one of their star defensive linemen. 4 sacks last season. I mean last game there against Hilliard. They're just there in the first half.
Yes, we're excited to see. Looks like they've got a lot of talent on their team this year that they may not have had last season.
Call. Deferred.
They should call the field there. The play toss. All right, all right. Coming up, Eagles in a bus, taking the field. Playing bang, that's the deal.
All right, we're about to enter. We're about to have the Bucks take the field here tonight as they're gathered over near the goalpost, about to break through and make it out on the field. I tell you, you can feel some excitement here in the stadium. It's been a long off season over here in Branford.
Long off. A lot of hype behind the Bucks this season as the Bucks are starting to take the field, carrying that American flag. They don't have the skull flag or the Buccaneer flag tonight, but I mean we've got excitement all over the place. A lot of fans in the stands going crazy. Cheerleaders flipping, coming up on the field. Excited for this game to get kicked off tonight. And if you weren't able to hear earlier, tonight's game, as there was a memorial that would take place earlier in memory of Buccaneer cheerleader Madison Michael, who lost her life to a tragic accident last weekend. 16-year-old Madison, who was gone way too soon, but her spirit will live on in the heart of Branford, because once a Buck, always a Buck. So our thoughts and prayers go out to her family and friends, remembering and dedicating this game and broadcast to Madison's memory. All right, as the Bucks kick off tonight, we've got number 54, David Lopez, kicking off tonight for the Bucks. Gets lined up and he goes to kick. And he kicks it deep and just to the left side as that's received, almost dropped there by the Eagle. And he takes it,
there we go.
And he's brought down there around the 25-yard line. Good stop there short for the Buccaneers as the Eagles will take the field with the ball first, early in the first quarter.
Yes, nice kick all the way back to the 10-yard line. So it looks like he ran it out about 16 yards. He was stopped. So we've got the Buccaneers taking the field for the first time at Buccaneer Stadium.
Couple guys you want to look out for. I mean, just right here on the defense side of the ball is 2-star middle linebackers. Number 50, Wyatt Derringer, that we talked a little bit about earlier. And number 5, that's number 3, Vernon Richards. Watch out for those guys tonight. Be looking to make some big
Both of them are coming off
play.
of a good season last year.
The guy motions bound to the right, and he throws a bubble there, but reverses field. That's number 4 for the Eagles, getting all the way back upfield. And his legs taken out from under him. Big hit there from number 0. That's Reese Vaught coming from the corner position.
Big save as soon as he turned around, headed around the other corner. I mean, he had a lot of field over there. So that was a great open field tackle, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. So it looks like that was almost a 6-yard loss on the play.
Ball looking for the snap. Not able to get the quarterback's number tonight. Maybe we'll get it here in a minute. And he hands it off up the middle. And he cuts back. And that's number 6 for the Eagles, taking around the far side, being chased down, finally pushed out of bounds by number 7, Arcavian Jones, all the way down to the 40-yard line going in.
I tell you, they're going to have to keep an eye on number 6 tonight. Once he gets around that edge, he is hard to stop. So he's got a lot of speed on him.
A lot of speed there by number 6, and we're looking at these guys. We weren't able to get a whole lot of film on them to really see what they're able to do against other teams. But I mean, just early look here, they've been reversing field a lot. And he looks and he gets the offsides. That's number 67 for Branford, Case Townsend, jumping offsides there. Offside is going to move the Eagles there another 5 yards forward, all the way up to the 40 to the 35-yard line going in. It's in motion. And he rolls out to the right side. That's number 12 for the Eagles, throwing it. Oh, man, almost a costly throw there. Number 6, T.C. Smith there putting pressure on the quarterback for the Eagles. Had to throw it away. It looks like a little bit over the head of the receiver there.
Yeah, got good pressure on the quarterback. But I tell you, it looks like, not a ton of size to the quarterback, it looks like, but he has some speed. So, they are really making the field kind of wide tonight, bringing it sideline to sideline.
As they line up, condensed rather tight. Looks like in a tight bunch there for the Eagles and stacked on each side. Holding close to see the double wing formation. That's number 12. Gets the ball and he drops back and he's going to scramble around to the right side looking to throw. Is he going to throw it? He throws it back over.
Throws it back across the field.
But again, behind the receiver, almost brought up costly there for the Eagles.
So I tell you, really, he had a lot of open room over there. And really, he probably could have got the 5 yards, got the first down. Instead, he chose to throw it back across his body, across the middle of the field. Could have been a costly play for him.
Ball brought to the near hash. That's 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. To get more spread out now, as you see that tight wing brought up there for the Eagles. Some movement on the line there. False start for the Eagles. Going to back them up 5 yards.
All right, so we're getting that 5 yards.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 there for the Eagles.
Yes, I tell you, the offensive line for the Eagles is giving the quarterback a lot of time tonight. So, their line got a good size offensive line and really being able to hold this Buccaneer defensive line so far.
Looks like some athletes over there for the Eagles. Number 12 looks for the snap. Number 4 in motion, goes across, but he hands it off. Number 4 trying to get to the outside, but cuts back inside. Brought down there by number 58, Keaton Brown, along with number 8, Trip Schultz. Good stop there. Along with T.C. Smith there in on the tackle. Good stop there by the Bucs.
Hey, great stop. So they read that. They read that playbook. There was a host of Buccaneers over there ready to make the stop. So great job. Basically only picked up a yard. So now we're looking at 4th and 9. Looks like the Eagles are about to punt it.
Eagles looking to punt here. One thing we've seen a lot out of the Buccaneers is just that mentality of everybody needing to rally to the ball. Everybody needs to rally to the ball every single play. So the Eagles look to punt here. 4th down. Looks like 9.5 to go. Got another penalty there.
Yeah, looks like another false start on the offense. Let's back them up another 5 yards. It's going to give us a little bit more room as they're going to look to pin the Bucs back tight in their own end zone. But I believe this is going to free us up to where we may be able to get some type of return out of this punt.
And that's number 2 and number 8 there in the back. The freshman running back we talked about, Ollie James, and not a very good kick there, but that's okay because it'll actually bounce back into closer to the Eagles' territory.
So you're talking about a total yardage of 6 yards on that punt?
About a 6-yard punt there.
That's going to give Buccaneers great field position on their first possession on the offense. All right, excited to see this offense. Wasn't able to be here last week for the Kickoff Classic, so excited to be able to watch and to see this is probably some of the most talent that we've seen on the Buccaneers in a while. They got a lot of speed on the outside, so looking forward to seeing what they're able to do on this first drive.
Is there any way he can film out the window?
Got a loaded backfield there for Buccaneers. One receiver out each side. I mean, you got a deep motion there, but a penalty there on the play.
Yeah, Eagles offside on that one.
Offside on the defense. We play 5.
Is there any room in here for him to film? Like, can he open the window right there? Is that okay? Because we've got to get our film. I guess is it not more? Just stick your arm out the window and record.
All right, as the Bucs come back to the line here. Get lined up still. One wide receiver on each side of the ball there. Bucs going to go in deep motion there, but hand it off there up the middle towards the right side to number 2, Ollie James. They're brought down with looks like a gain of a couple on the play. Gain of about 7 there on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 3 there for your Bucks.
So with Ollie, we were able to see him come up, get some action late last season. And he's one that'll hit the hole hard, but if he gets around the outside, he can take it down.
One of those dangerous players as well for sure. Bucks looking to snap here. It's Trent Land back. Looks to throw.
Oh.
But are we going to get a flag
like
there?
Yeah,
And a
there
flag
Flag
there on the
down.
play there for a pass interference. Flag finally thrown in. That's on number 1.
And I tell you, it was a great route. It was a great pass by Land. If he hadn't have been held, that could have been 6 points.
Pass interference call on the play.
And that's going to move the Bucks up. That's going to move them up into, I believe, an automatic first down there for the
First
Bucks.
down. It's a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty there for the pass interference. Moved the Bucks into a whole lot better position all the way across the 50-yard line. Looks like to about the 42.
Cross midfield for the first time tonight.
So we've seen about 1 penalty out of the Bucks tonight, but 3 costly penalties so far. And they do it again.
Moving on the line.
Offsides there.
Moving on the line, pretty much the whole defensive line jumped off sides on that one.
So really able to get the Eagles there with a little bit of discipline there, jumping off sides, able to cost them, I believe, how's that 15 yards in offside penalties and another 15 yards in pass interference. So we're going to keep a watch on the amount of penalties and see if that's going to end up hindering the Eagles there tonight. As Land back to take the snap in the shotgun position,
Offside
and he jumps again.
So we were looking forward to seeing how the Bucks were going to go downfield this first possession. Wasn't expecting this many penalties to start the game off.
That's another Buccaneer first down.
As the Eagles start to rotate some players on the opposite side of the ball just continually gets moved down closer to the Buccaneer touchdown. Looking forward to hearing that cannon shot off tonight as they're moved down closer to the 32-yard line in the Eagles' territory. That's Trent Land back. Number 9, Poindexter in motion. Ball handed off to Ollie James. And like we said, we've seen him go around to the right side. Dangerous in the open field. Was he able to get in for the touchdown? Wait for the call. And he was. That's a Branford Buccaneers touchdown. That's Ollie James putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
I tell you, we knew it was bound to happen, especially the way they kept on crunching down in the middle on the defense. All we had to do was get around that corner, and Ollie James was gone.
It's one of those things we talked about out of the freshman running back there for the Bucks. Number 2, able to get the job done there early with only 8:15 left in the first quarter.
So it looked like a 24-yard run in for the touchdown tonight.
Freshman kicker there for us tonight. That's J.C. Corrado. An extra point is good, but we've got a penalty on the play. I believe it's for hitting the kicker.
Yeah,
roughing the kicker.
He came in roughing the kicker right afterwards, hit him pretty hard after he had already had the kickoff.
Penalty should be assessed there on the kickoff.
So exciting first little series to see the Branford Buccaneers go down and score on their first possession.
Bucks were able to stop there. The scrambling around that was done by the Eagles there. Able to get the ball back after a punt. Number 54, David Lopez, looking to line up to kick. These guys ready to go, looks like, on both sides of the ball for the Buccaneers. As the Eagles are taking the field again, here to receive. We're going to see if Lopez tries to go deep there again for the Bucks, kicking it off. Lopez looks to kick, goes up to kick it off, and he goes deep again there, deep middle, and he's going to let it bounce. It'll bounce back for a touchback.
I tell you, doing a great job so far on the kickoffs. That's 2 deep kicks back to back. They'll bring it out to the 20 on this. We would also like to thank some of our sponsors tonight. We've got Farm Bureau Insurance here in Branford. If you're looking for any type of insurance, contact Farm Bureau Insurance. That is in Branford and in Live Oak. If you feel like you're paying too much on insurance, give them a call. Get a free quote today.
Bucks there rotating a couple players. Looks like number 9, Poindexter, coming in for the Bucks. Does it line up? Eagles still stacked in here tight tonight. Ball is handed off there up the middle. And he brought down by a crew of Buccaneers there on the play.
I tell you, he came through there like he was going somewhere and got stuffed, pushed right back behind the line of scrimmage.
Good stop there, met in the hole, but looks like number 50, Wyatt Danger. That's one of those guys we mentioned to keep an eye on here tonight. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 there for the Eagles. Spread out, trips to the right, and hands the ball off there again, up the middle. And he's brought down, hit hard there by number 5, Devin Waller, as he goes to pick him up. Let's see if it was good enough for the first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, so it looks like he is a few yards short. So that was a great, he would have had the first down. Good job on Waller coming over and a hard hit across the middle.
One of those guys that was able to help out the Bucks there in the Kickoff Classic. 2 backs there, and he hands it off. That's number 4 again. Gets a hand on one of them, but brought out of bounds there around the 29-yard line there by number 7.
Yeah,
and
so
number 6.
Yeah, it looks like he got a yard on that. Nice stiff arm. I thought he was going to make it around the end, but coming in was another host of Buccaneers ready to take him as he made the corner.
So Eagles actually have a decent bit of bigger guys there up front on the ball, and he's going to bring up 4th down, see what he can do. And he was met again there by number 5, Waller, coming off the end. Able to meet him there. There we go. Good job by the Branford Buccaneers. Good stop there.
Good stop. Yeah, he met him there, stopped him for a loss of about 3 yards on the play. So that was a great show by the Buccaneer defense.
Able to put the Buccaneers there into another good position. Looking forward to see if they're going to go on the ground with this next drive or if they're going to try and go to the air with it and just go quick into the end zone. Off to a hot start there for the Buccaneers is number 5, Devin Waller, making a couple crucial plays there needed by the Bucs. There on the defense side of the ball. Out there at the right side, strong side, outside backer there. For the Bucks.
Really so far the defensive line and the linebackers have been able to make the stop so far.
And we're going to cut to commercial here on the timeout here on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where before the timeout, you've seen a crew of Buccaneers able to take down the Eagles there for a loss of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, so really, I'm surprised that they went for it this early in the game on their own 30-yard line on 4th down.
But looks like they're going to be running the Wildcat there. Looks like direct snap to number 6, T.C. Smith there. And they run into each other, and the ball is on the ground. Looks like it was recovered there on the play by number 6. Little confusion there, looks like, on the play as James went to the right and Smith went to the left. That's all right as they get it figured out here. A lot of these guys are able to work well together and able to mesh, get everything sorted out. I mean, you've seen them go straight to each other after the play was over with and get everything figured out.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to run it again right here. See if we can get it figured out on this play and pick back up those yards we just lost.
Looking to line back up there in the wildcat position with number 6 Smith taking the direct snap, and it's number 2 James there as he drives and continues to get pushed there by several of the Buccaneers. And he's going to be brought down around the 21-yard line. Good gain there to bring up 3rd down on the play for the Buccaneers.
Yes, that was a good pickup. Looked like he ended up picking up around 7 yards on that play. So got his yardage back and then some. So we lead into 3rd down. Looks like it's 3rd down and about 6 to go on the field.
Lining up once again in that wildcat formation. Looks like the direct snap loaded to the right side there are the Bucs. And is he going to run it? He looked like he was going to throw it, and he throws it, drops it off there to number 8, Schultz, on the play. But that's going to bring up 4th down there for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, also got a flag on the play. Looks like a late hit may have come in out of bounds. Let's look and see what the refs have to say about it.
Illegal man downfield there for the Bucs actually on the play. Going to back them up and put them into a tough. Are they going to repeat the down there, or are they going straight to 4th down?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to 4th down for the Bucs.
This has power.
So
this does not have
This
power.
does not. So
There's this cable.
It's either this cable or this is not bad.
Bucs there as they break the huddle for.
Yeah, so it looks like they are going to accept the penalty. So that'll repeat 3rd down. It'll bring the Buccaneers back.
It's like backs them up 5 yards there on the play.
Yeah, so it brings them to about the 28-yard line.
Got a timeout there called for official water break. We're going to be right back here after the timeout on rivercountrysports.com.
Yes, we've got the Buccaneers taking the field. So we've got a great bit of sponsors here. We'd also like to thank Van Carpet One. So they're in their new building just off of Faith Road there in Lake City. So great big facility. They were able to move in there, and they have a beautiful line of carpet, tile, countertops, anything you're looking for. If you're looking to redo your home, looking for new construction, stop by and see them at Van Carpet One.
Van Carpet One, they're a proud sponsor of the Branford Buccaneers. And we want to thank all of our sponsors as they do a big help there for the Buccaneers. On 3rd down there, looks like 12. Land comes back, and he's going to throw it. And just over the head of number 0 there, thrown into double coverage. Tried to throw it to Vaught over his back shoulder, just not able to get there in time.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like 4th down and around 12 to go, or 4th down and around 8 to go. Let's see what the call is going to be. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Looking to keep on the offense there, and they're going to go back with their, looks like normal position, normal formation there, with Land breaking the huddle. Number 28, Carson Capellia, a guy we talked about earlier, at the wing back position. Loaded backfield. Number 8, Trip Schultz, 28, in motion there. Going to roll around to the left side. Not a whole lot of time, and he's going to look to throw it away. And it was almost intercepted there.
Oh,
Pass broken up there by number 8, Trip Schultz.
Dangerous throw by Land as he had 2 defenders right in his face putting pressure on him. He decided to throw the ball, threw it right to an Eagle. So, one of the wide receivers did a great job in breaking up that pass. So it wasn't a pick 6.
That was number 8 there. Trip Schultz able to break up the pass. Almost a costly throw there by Land as we looked into 4th down there for the Bucks.
Yeah, that's going to bring the Eagles offense back on the field as that was 4th down. So no loss on the play because of that, but very fortunate that it was just a turnover on downs.
It's number 12 for the Eagles, looking to take a snap there. Whistle's blown into play, and he's going to sling it down to the right side. Is he going to get there in time? Just over the pass. Pass just thrown over number 4 for the Eagles' head.
And I tell you, he actually had him. He broke deep on him. He was actually wide open. Looks like it just went through his fingertips. That would have been an easy touchdown if he just could have grabbed hold of the ball.
Yeah, just thrown over his head there. But we've seen a lot of usage out of number 4 there for the Eagles tonight, being able to get the ball on a sweep there a time or two and able to run around a little bit.
So it's actually the first time we've seen the quarterback throw the ball that deep. He's actually got a nice deep ball.
Just not able to complete it there. But as he scrambles around, one thing we've seen him do a lot, he's going to throw it out of bounds. But that's way out of bounds. Way out of bounds there for the Eagles. And a flag thrown. Looks like for intentional grounding. Buccaneers coach looking for that flag, walking up and down the sideline. As we've got a Branford Buccaneer defender, that's number 8, Trip Schultz, coming off the field. It's like his hip may be giving him a little issue. Looking forward to seeing him back on the field there in a minute.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to call another timeout on the field.
And we're going to cut to commercial right here for the timeout break right here, and we'll be back live on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling. Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th. Live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
All right, so we've got the Branford Buccaneers getting ready to take the field back again, so as along with the Eagles.
As we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, like we mentioned, the Branford Buccaneers taking the field here on defense still, while the Eagles have the ball. Looks like 4th down and about a mile and a half to go there for the Eagles. So 4th down and long, looks like about 4th and 20 there for the Eagles, 19 maybe. But they're going to look to punt it here.
Yeah, so last punt did not work out too good. I'm sure they're hoping that we make a little better connection on this one. If not, it's going to put the Buccaneers in really good field position.
The Eagles get set to punt here. Ball is snapped back, and he punts it. Not a lot of pressure put on the punter there by the Eagles, and that's number 0. Going to let the ball roll a little bit. Around the Buccaneer 38-yard line there. So the Bucs are going to get the ball back here with 4:28 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, so not a lot of pressure put on him there. Allowed him to get off a pretty nice punt. Got him out of a bad situation down deep in their own territory.
So the Buccaneers, we're really looking forward to seeing how much of their playbook they're going to open up here. I know they didn't show a whole lot, like we spoke with Coach on Tuesday night's Coach's Show, which you can also find. They're recorded live on Tuesday nights. That's from 7 to 8 p.m. You can check out the Coach's Show on rivercountrysports.com live, but it's also recorded, so you can go back and watch it now if you'd like to. Preview of last week's game and this week's game coming up there live from your coach. And that's number 2, handed off there. That's Ollie James, and he bounces
And he's
off.
still running.
And he's still going. Finally brought down there around the Eagles' territory on the 40-yard line, looks like. That's one of those plays. I mean, we seen earlier James was able to break around to the right side for the touchdown there earlier on in the game, but does it again there as he picks up crucial yardage there on first down for the Buccaneers.
I tell you, I don't believe the defensive line even knew what happened, and he was already past them. So it's a great way just to get through the hole super quick. Great job to the offensive line on that play, giving him a hole big enough a train could have drove right through it.
Now let's look and see if we're going to see a little bit of that same action out of number 6, T.C. Smith, as James comes off the field and Smith goes in. And they're going to get him again there with an offsides penalty. Just not a whole lot of discipline being shown out of this Eagles defense. That's number 4, I believe, of offside penalties. Crucial yardage that's just continually being given up there by the Eagles. Just putting the Bucs there in a better and better position.
Yeah, they've made a lot of bad calls on the defensive line as far as jumping offside. So we'll see if that continues on this next play.
So number 4, Land, back in the shotgun position. Almost calls him offside again. Looking for the check there from the coach off the sideline. Looks back, gets set up. That's number 6, T.C. Smith, straight behind. Number 9, Poindexter in motion. And he hands it off right there to Smith. Smith not able to gain any yardage on the play. Get back to the line of scrimmage there. Going to bring up second down and about 5 there for your Buccaneers going in.
Yeah, and I tell you, the Eagles were ready on that one. He had a host of Eagles that met him behind the line of scrimmage. So the offensive line just kind of let him through that time, and he had nowhere to go. So it looks like the next play will be second and about 5 to go.
Second and about 5 as we wind down, close to 3 minutes here left to go in the first quarter with your Bucs up 7 over the Hornets there. The Eagles, there tonight. As number 28, Capella motions, and it's a direct snap there, going to be ran and taken down. Number 4, Trent Land, taken down there by another crew of Eagle defenders there, as we see number 2, James, walking back onto the field. So that makes 2 plays in a row where we've seen a crew of Eagle defenders coming in and swarming and making the tackle
they've
together.
been able to get in the backfield on a couple of plays. We've seen Ollie really make 2 deep runs. Other than that, this Eagle defense has been able to step up and make some stops tonight.
What you'd like to call flocking together. James back in there for the Bucs. As number 4, Land, tries to get him offsides again, but looks like a timeout called there by the coach. So as we continue, looks like here a play call by the Bucs to try and get these Eagles to jump offsides. I mean, they're really starting, I think, to catch on to what the Bucs are doing.
They are. We'll continue to see throughout the second quarter how disciplined they choose to be. But Bucs have been able to get a lot of yardage so far after all the different penalties that they have for jumping offside. So, yeah, another great sponsor of ours is we'd like to thank the Suwannee County School District. And then also our scoreboard sponsor tonight, as you'll see as you're looking to score, as the Bucs continue to run up the score tonight, you'll see Summers Home Furniture, located in Lake City, but they're serving Branford, Live Oak, and Lake City and surrounding areas. So if you're looking for some nice new furniture, and I'm talking living room suites, bedroom suites, kitchen tables, whatever you need, go see their beautiful showroom over in Lake City. That's Summers Home Furniture, proud sponsor of Branford Buccaneer football.
As the Bucs take back the field here.
So it looks like it's third and about 6.
Third and about 6 here to go for the Bucs. Your score is 7-0, still with the Bucs with the lead over the Eagles. Motion to the right there by James, but going to throw it back over to the left side. Looks like a little dance around there. Is that number 7, Jones? Not able to pick up much yardage there, but going to bring up third down for the Bucs.
Yeah, brings up third down, and he really picks up about a yard on the play. Had a nice block by Ollie over there that gave him a clear little path, but had some other defenders step in there and stop him. So this actually brings up 4th down on the field. So it looks like we've got 4th and 4 on the field.
As Land breaks the huddle there for the Bucks. It's like 4th and 6 there for your Buccaneer offense. And he's going to toss it off to the right side, but James goes around to the right side. But just not enough there. Brought down by 3 or 4 Hornets on the field. And James a little slow to get up there. We seen him limp off the field a minute ago. Looks like his leg giving him some issues there.
Yeah, turnover on down, so the Eagles defense will come back on the field. And so they do have it kind of deep in their own territory. So not the best field position that they've had tonight, but definitely got a long way to go to put some points on the board. So we've got just at 1 minute left in the first.
As they take the snap there, that's number 12 going to try to go to the air with the ball. Number 4 trying to get around the right side, but he's wrapped up and brought down there around the 42, 43-yard line. That's number 8, Tripp Schultz there on the stop for the Bucks.
I tell you, you've seen Tripp all across this field tonight, making some great stops so far. But like you said, he's got a lot of speed, but when he gets to you, he will lay the hammer down.
Side switching going on there by the Bucks on the defense side of the ball as the Eagles get figured out where they want to line up there. 2-by-2 spread out there with a running back there to the left, and he's going to hand it off there to the right side. Going to the right side, but not brought down yet. Finally brought down there. Looks like a gain of about 9 on the play. Derringer, number 50, good enough for a first down for the Eagles. A first down they've been looking for there for the past little while, but finally able to get it tonight.
Yeah, and really there were a few defenders there to meet him as he came to the line of scrimmage. He was able to shoot through, so seeing some good speed from that back tonight.
All right, as the end of the first quarter comes down, your Buccaneers still up 7-0 over the North Florida Educational Eagles. And we're going to cut the break right here and join us right back here live after the break on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
All right, we're back here live at rivercountrysports.com. We've got the Eagles offense taking back the field as they've got first and down, 1st and 10. Trying to see what's going on the field. We've got a lineman for the Buccaneers down. All right.
So we get it figured out there. Side switched here. Eagles going in. And the ball's thrown over there to the left side. And he breaks it down, and he still goes down. That's number 1 there for the Eagles. Good catch and run there for the Eagles. That's number 1. Brought down around the 30-yard line there by number 8, Tripp Schultz.
Yes, if you look here, the Eagles are going hurry-up offense. So they're trying to catch the Buccaneers off their pace tonight. So they're moving quick. So getting it out of the pocket quick, getting the ball out quick as well. It seems to be working for them so far.
The ball handed off there to the right side again. Still making some motion, but looks like he was pushed in the back there, but number 6 finally wrestled out of bounds. A couple Buccaneers down on the play. That's Schultz on the ground, but finally able to get up. Another unidentified Buccaneer player down there on the play. Timeout. Officials timeout for injury there called on the play. Another sponsor we'd like to shout out, give a quick thank you to, is Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Roundtree Moore Chevrolet is one of those guys you want to go see, get all your truck and your vehicle needs. Go see Jeff down there at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet on Highway 90 East in Lake City.
Yes, we've got a player still down on the field here. You know, the Eagles really have a great drive going. So they went to hurry up offense. They had a couple quick passes, couple nice runs. So really just trying to catch this Buccaneer defense off their pace tonight.
That looks like number 9, Poindexter there, able to finally get up. Don't know if he'll be able to return there, but looks like 2 bruised up Bucks there on the field as number 9 is helped there off of the field. That's Cole Poindexter for your Bucks.
Yeah, good to see him up and moving tonight. We've got the Eagles offense coming back, making their way back on the field. Let's see what they do. This is their best territory that they've had so far tonight. So
Eagles able to make that hurry-up offense really work for them tonight as their quarterback, number 12, has been able to move the ball around a little bit as they hand it off there to number 6, able to gain a couple yards there on the play, but brought down by several Buccaneers there.
yeah, so I tell you, Bucks really need their defense, especially their defensive line, to step up, be able to get some pressure on their quarterback tonight, not allowing him to make those quick plays.
The work we have seen there is really came out of the outside backers. I know we've mentioned number 5, Waller there, able to come up and make some crucial stops there. But a couple more guys. I mean, we've seen number 8, Schultz, who was down on the ground a minute ago, able to make some good stops for the Bucks as the pass, and he drops back. That's number 12, and he's going to scramble around, looking to throw it, and he's going to bounce around, but finally fell down there to the ground. Gain of about 2 there on the play. Going to bring up second down for the Eagles going in.
Yeah, so really when he steps back to pass, he really has a lot of time back in the pocket, and he's also pretty quick too. So he's one of those who you got to continue to keep your eye on him, or else he can take it downfield himself.
Number 12 there for the Eagles, doing a lot of scrambling around as well.
He is.
If he wants to sit back in the pocket, he's got time, but he's able to scramble around as he's got number 6 there to his right. And one of those things, again, he scrambles around, but he leaves a guy wide open there in the end zone for an easy pass and catch there for an Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, he was wide open in the end zone. Just looked like some botched coverage there by Trip Schultz back in the corner. He realizes, I don't believe he'll be making that mistake again tonight. So
costly mistake there, a little miscommunication there by the Bucks. Gain of 6 there. Pick up 6 points on the board for the Eagles. As they look to go for 2 here, he's going to roll out to the right side, but going to throw, and the pass is caught, and it's good for 2 points, which gives the Eagles the go-ahead lead there.
Yeah, so that was a really good drive we've seen from the Eagles coming out. I mean, they really came up with a different look than they had their first possession, and it was able to execute on it well. So went with the hurry-up offense. They were able to march it right down the field, whether they were running or completing some passes.
And we're going to cut to commercial break real quick in between possessions here as we look for the Bucks to receive the ball back with 9:59 left to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think Football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just, right before commercial break, seen the Eagles run the hurry-up offense there, which allowed them to get an easy touchdown there, pass and throw, scrambled around to the right side by quarterback number 12 there for the Eagles, able to throw it for an easy, about 30-yard touchdown. But they're going to kick it, and it's kicked down to around the 20-yard line. Looks to be returned there by number 9, Reese Vaught, as he dances around, but it's brought down around the 38-yard line. As the Buccaneers get ready there on first down around the 38-yard line. Nice little return there for about 18 there for the Buccaneers.
Yes, we've got a lot of great games going on around our community. Big game happening over in Suwannee County tonight. We've got the Suwannee Bulldogs versus the Columbia High Tigers. It looks like right now Suwannee has a 6-0 lead with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
Big game there because we've seen actually a couple guys, a guy from over in Branford area, a couple other guys from over in Columbia, but a big game that we were looking forward to seeing the final two of Columbia and Suwannee. But as we go back, the ball is handed off, but the Eagles blow right through the Buccaneer line and make a stop there.
Yeah, they were able to get in the backfield quick on that one, blew up the entire play. They were there, they met them at the handoff and was able to stop them. So it looks like a loss of about 3 yards on the play.
It's going to back up the Bucs there for about 2nd and 13 from the 35-yard line. As number 4, Land, looks to take the snap with James back behind him, and he has to scramble around, but he piles into one of the Eagle defenders, number 8 there, able to bring up the stop there for the Eagles, as number 4, Land, is pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, really had nowhere to go on that one.
It looks like the snap wasn't really expected there by the Bucs.
Yeah, no, it seemed like it came a little bit early, not really giving Land a chance to let the play happen.
Couple other games we've got in the area is we've got your Mayo Lafayette Hornets up 26-0 against Dixie County there in the second quarter. Eagles here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. 9 minutes left to go here in your second half with the Eagles up 8-7 there over your Buccaneers.
Yeah, another big game going on in our area is Taylor County versus Fort White. Looks like Taylor County is up 6-0. Looks like it's towards the end of the first quarter there. So a lot of good games going on in the area. But I believe we're watching a barn burner right here at Branford Stadium. So kind of wasn't expecting them to be able to stop Branford the way that they've stopped them, and then also to march down the field and go up by 1.
Yeah, that confusion by the defense there was costly for the Buccaneers, but really the defensive line there for the Eagles being able to blow through the Branford offensive line, not allowing Land and James there in the backfield to have much time there to really get a playoff or do really what they're intending on doing.
Yeah, Branford's offense making it back out on the field.
As they've got the loaded formation, looks like they're trying to run the Wildcat again. We've seen not a whole lot of progression out of this formation there by the Bucs there earlier on into the first quarter, but looks like number 0, Reese Vaught, he looks around like he's trying to throw, and he does, finally throws, but it looks like it's intercepted there by the Eagle defender.
Yeah, threw that one into double coverage. So receiver had double coverage on him. They were right on top of him. All 3 of them were stopped just playing a game of jump ball, and one of the Eagle defenders were able to come away with it.
That's actually your quarterback, number 4, Trent Land, that was out there trying to catch the ball, but just not able to come down with it. Makes it kind of tough. if you were throwing into double coverage there for your quarterback to go up and get it. Now, he's one of those guys who is able to go up and get a ball like that, but just not on that play.
Yeah, Eagles offense back on the field. Let's see what they do on this drive. They've got a chance to go down and to get a little room in this game.
As the Eagles are up 8-7 with about 8:45 left to go. Clock winds, and number 6 dancing around there for the Eagles. Able to pick up a good bit of yardage. Going to bring up second down and about 3 on the play. Able to pick up about 6-7 yards there on the play.
Yeah, it was a great first down. Able to run it right up the middle and just about getting a first down. So that's going to put us at second down. Looks like about 3 to go.
Good run there by number 6 for the Eagles. As we've got trips to the right side there for the Eagles. And he takes a snap, and he looks to throw. Quick pass there, and he's hit. And he's hit by number 8 there, Trip Schultz.
Yeah, but again, we had 2 receivers out on the right side. Both of them were wide open. Schultz was playing them a little back, not heavy pressure on that. Really fortunate that the ball just went through the receiver's hands.
Ball went through receiver's hands, but I don't know if that was just the formation that the Bucs were running there on defense. But if another guy would have been there, that ball bounced up in the air and would have been able to have been picked off there by one of the Bucs defenders.
It had nobody to stop him either. Looks like 3rd down and 3.
Eagles look to get lined up there, 2 by 2. And he's going to throw it, and it's almost caught there, but dropped.
Oh, again.
But number 3, Vernon Richards, I don't know if you've seen him come in there, but he was coming in hot. If that guy would have stayed up, it may have been bad for him.
Yeah, put a lot of pressure on him. Quarterback, again, has making some great throws tonight, but I can't help but think he heard the footsteps and got scared of what was about to happen.
Number 3, Vernon Richards, one of those guys who's now a junior this year, but started off playing for the Bucs hot last year. He's a 100-plus tackler, actually, we've seen out of our middle linebacker just in his sophomore season. Excited to see what he's able to do here for the rest of the season. Starting off hot here tonight. And it's going to be thrown down. Looks wide open, and it's caught there all the way down to about the 18-yard line going in. Another misread there by the Branford Buccaneers defense.
Another misread. It was 4th and 1. I don't think the Buccaneers expected them to go deep down the sideline. Ball was put right on the money, and he was wide open.
7:45 on the clock.
Brings up about 7:40 left to go as the Eagles are driving down. A couple long passes able to get them into the Buccaneers territory. 7:30 left to go, and he's going to hand it off around to the right side, still dancing around, looking to go behind a blocker. Finally brought down after a decent little gain there on the play by the...
Yeah, so a lot of missed tackles. We had a couple linemen able to get right through the line of scrimmage, wasn't able to make connection to make the tackle, so it gave him a few more yards to go. Looks like they're down to about the 6-yard line.
We're seeing a little bit of heat out of these players, little jawing going back and forth. Hopefully none of that will escalate, but I've never found myself having to call a fight on the field, so that would be an interesting first. Right here on rivercountrysports.com. As number 12 there for the Eagles looks to throw, and he's going to throw, and he's got it short there for the flat, but he's brought down close. Let's see, he wasn't in for the touchdown. Stopped there around the 1-yard line. Couple of Buccaneer defenders collided into each other there, right around the end zone. Don't know if, but able to get up there, continue playing.
Yes, as if 1st and goal for the Eagles on the 1-yard line.
1-yard line going in. This is really where their large offensive front is going to be able to hopefully help them get in there. And let's see if they get in. But the ball, I believe, is on the ground. Let's see what the call is. And I believe the Bucs get the ball back. They're fumble in the end zone.
Ball popped out before he crossed the plane and rolled into the end zone. Bucs were able to recover it. It's Bucs ball. first down, Buccaneers. That's a great,
There we
great
go.
stop.
We're going to get the ball back for your Branford Buccaneers there on the 20-yard line, starting off, going out, getting a little bit of a fresh restart there. Almost scared you a little bit. The almost even further go-ahead touchdown there by the Eagles.
Well, I tell you, it shows you why you never give up. I mean, Eagles had another great drive, get down to the 1-yard line. It'd have been easy for the Bucs just to let them cross on over, get the touchdown and start over. But instead, they kept fighting, able to get the ball popped out, and recover the ball. So it's a great job by your Branford Buccaneers.
Bucs looking to get lined up here. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in your second quarter. Eagles still up 8-7 here. The Wildcat formation. Early whistle there. Looks like
false start on the offense is what it looks like. It's going to back them up 5 yards. Well, there was a little movement on the defensive line, which drew the offense offline, offsides on that one.
James still looks like got a little leg pressure there.
We got timeout on the field.
We're gonna cut to commercial here, but join us back here live after the timeout on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen the Eagles, the North Florida Educational Eagles, try to get it they got it all the way down there to the 1-yard line, but as they pushed the ball into the end zone, the ball popped up and was recovered there by the Buccaneers. Buccaneers took up shop there on the 20-yard line, but a false start backed them up 5.
Yeah, that's right. So let's look and see. Got them back deep in their own territory. Let's see how they decide to try and come out of this. We've had Wildcat on the field.
Looks like they're going to take the Wildcat formation there. The direct snap looks like to number 2, James there on the carry. Round to the right side, but brought down. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, so they pick back up their so it's a great 5-yard run by Ollie up the middle, had a lot of lead blockers, but they end up picking back up the 5 yards they just lost from being offsides. It looks like we got Trent Land back in the ball game at quarterback.
Land back there for the Buccaneers. We're going to see if he's going to go on the ground on this player, if he's going to take it to the air. We've not seen a whole lot, and he does. He takes it to the air, and that's number 7, Jones, around to the left side. He's still going, but he steps out of bounds. Looky there. Would you look at that? Jones there for the Buccaneers with a good catch and run there.
Yeah, it gives this offense a little spark they needed just to pick up some nice yardage there. Nice open field catch. He was able to get some good yards down the sideline after the catch. Yeah, see if this continues to build the momentum for the Branford Buccaneers.
So they're on first down. Bucks took it to the air with the quick little pass right there, able to be brought down to about the 44-yard line. Going out there for the Bucks. Land takes a snap, but he's going to hand it off to number 6, Smith, who's stuffed by a group of Eagles there on the play. Brought down. Looks like a loss of a couple there.
Yeah, they were ready for that one.
Bring up about 2nd down and 11 there on the play for the Bucks.
Yeah, so trying to work their way across midfield on this one. Got to get to about the 46-yard line for the first down.
And if you're here on rivercountrysports.com watching live, go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe and share it with your friends. That way they can see all the Branford Buccaneers live action. Home and away game. And he pump fakes it down to the side. And it's Reese Vaught makes the catch there. He's inbounds, but he just steps out as he was looking to go all the way.
Man, what a great pump fake by Land. Pump fake out to the side. Draws in the defender. Gives him wide open receiver downfield.
I don't know if you've seen where his eyes went, but number 0, Vaught's eyes were looking for 6 there. Just stepped out of bounds, and the Buccaneer fans are going wild. They love to see stuff like that. The guys doing good, able to make big plays.
Yeah,
Gets everybody excited.
Got a great drive going here.
Land back in the shotgun position again. And they're going to go offsides again on the defense. Going to move them up 5 yards.
Yes, that's going to put them down to around the 26-yard line. Puts them in great field position.
Got 5 there.
Going to pick up 5 there for the Buccaneers.
Down at 5 for the Buccaneers.
Going to bring up first down and 5 there as we get lined up with a wing, a tight end and a wing there for the Bucs on the left side. Double receivers, and he looks to throw it. And who's he going to throw it to? That's Vaught right there. And he goes all the way down, looks like to the 2-yard line there for the Buccaneers. That's Vaught twice now. One play, another break, and then another play right down the left sideline for Vaught.
Great pass by Land. Vaught had a defender right on him. Land was able to fit it in the tiniest hole right down there, putting him down, looks like on about the 2-yard line.
Good throw and catch there, but we've seen a lot of work there by these two, really able to work well together in the offseason. All the way down after that catch brings up the Bucs in the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone. On the 2-yard line, looking to go in as number 8 motions across. That ball is handed off to 28 Capella on the play, but brought down.
Looks like he brings him back for about a yard loss on the play, bringing us back to about the 3-yard line. So second down and goal for our Branford Buccaneers.
Branford Buccaneers there. Still the 2 receivers out to the left side with your tight end and your wing formation there. We've seen this a handful by the Bucs as number 28 Capella, but Land takes it by himself there. See if he was able to get all the way, but it looks like he was stopped just short of the goal. Once again, brings up a 3rd down there for the Buccaneers.
Looks like he picked back up that yard they just lost on the previous down. Brings them back down to the 2-yard line. So we've got 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line for your Branford Buccaneers.
Eagles still with the lead there, 8-7, as the second quarter winds down to about a minute and a half left to go here in your second quarter before halftime as Land takes a snap and he looks to go to the air with it, but it's intercepted. It's intercepted there by one of the Eagles, and he's still going around and he still cuts back. That's number 8 there for the Eagles with room being chased down, looks like, by number 8, Schultz. Still going all the way. Is he going to go all the way? And he does. He takes it all the way back to the house for a 98-yard interception, pick 6 there by number 8 for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's one of those you wish you had back. He was, had the wide open receiver, did not see the defender standing in the wings, came through and got it. Couple opportunities to tackle him across the field with some arm tackling. They missed him, and he took it all the way to the house on that one.
Yeah, it's number 8 there again. Again, if you didn't hear us earlier on in the show, we're not able to get a roster there for the Eagles, but we will go by the numbers. I mean, you've seen number 8 there able to return for a pick 6. You've seen number 12, the quarterback, being able to move a lot around. A lot of scrappy guys here for the Eagles that we've seen earlier on in the first half.
Yeah, there is. Got a lot of speed, especially when they get into open field.
A minute to go, but we're seeing the 2-point conversion team coming back out on the field for the Eagles. As number 12 lines up in the shotgun position there for the Eagles, rolls out to the right side, but is he going to throw it? And he throws it there. And it's incomplete there. Almost bounced off the hands into the another hands of the Eagles there.
And he had the wide receiver wide open in the corner of the end zone. Really just threw it behind the receiver. He was able to tip it up, almost caught by another receiver to pick up the 2-point conversion. So that 2-point conversion is denied. So it does make our score 14-7, right at a minute left in the first half. So Bucks are about to receive the ball. Let's see what they're going to do. What do you think? A minute left. Can we go down and score with only a minute?
Minute left to go here until halftime. We're going to cut to commercial real quick, actually, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen there by the Eagles. Number 8 there for the Eagles, able to take a pick six all the way from the Branford Buccaneers 2-yard line, all the way back there for the pick six on the play. The 2-point conversion was tried there by the Eagles, no good. But as a couple guys wrap around, the kick was kicked deep there to the Buccaneer, but stuffed there around the 28-yard line, brought down. And we're going to have about 52 seconds remaining on the clock there until halftime. Going to see what the Bucs are able to do now. It's number 6, Smith there for the Bucs on the return.
Yeah, so 52 seconds left. Buccaneers need to go down. They've got an opportunity to go down and tie it up going into halftime. So got a long way to go. So got a lot of ball games going on in our area. Another great ball game, which is Bradford County and Baker County are playing. Looks like they're just about into halftime. Bradford's up 7-0 just before the half.
Another one we've got kind of in the area, Union County taking on Yulee. The Yulee Hornets there taking on the Union County Tigers. Score 0-0 there. Land lines up there for the Bucs. Hands off there to the right side. Not able to gain any yardage there by James.
Yes, able to stop him right again at the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to roll down. So we've got to move quick to be able to get a few more plays off before halftime.
So I don't know if you knew this, actually, but one thing that the Bucs like to practice is this, what they call this touchdown formation, trying to get this win the game situation. I mean, you're about to go into halftime. You want to be tied up going into halftime, just giving yourself a little better stance. Let's see if they can put it into play here in the game. With about 15 seconds remaining, are they going to get another playoff? Looks like they are. Land looking to take the snap. He's just going to hand it off there, but he hands it off around the left side, and James, but he's brought down. We thought he was about to go all the way there for the Bucs, able to maneuver around a couple Eagle defenders.
Yes, we're able to get the clock stopped with 2 seconds left on the clock before halftime. Great run by James, able to pick up, give a little life before halftime, but we've got a long way to go as the ball is placed on Branford's own 35-yard line.
But what are they going to do here? Do you see them taking it to the air? As we've seen, they just put it on the ground there, but they almost broke it loose. I mean, so are they going to try and go back to the air? But it looks like they were brought all the way back. I don't know if there was a flag on the play.
Yeah, had a flag on the play. Looks like it was for holding. Brought them back to inside their own 20-yard line. I believe this far back, I believe they may just take a knee and
the clock runs out there. So we'll see you right back here after halftime live on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
All right, we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we've got a quick little first half recap here. Where what did you really see here, Stephen, kind of in the first half?
Well, I tell you, watching Branford's defense come out, get a quick stop, and then go right down and score. I thought we may take away this ball game early in the first half, but man, Eagles has had a couple nice drives. Really,
couple explosive plays there.
Really should have already put another 6 on the board with that touchdown fumble, and then Branford brings it all the way down the field just to give it right back to them.
Couple things we seen there working out of the left side. I mean, you've seen the Bucs run the Wildcat formation, able to pick up a few yards at a time. But those throws down the left side that we've seen, just a play apart from each other there, from Land to Vaught down here on the left side, pick up crucial yardage there for the Bucs, but came up there as they got to all the way down to the 2-yard line, driving in. Couple runs there by James and your quarterback Land, but then a pick six brought all the way back there, which brought up your score to 14-7. All right, we'll see you right back here after halftime live on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Thank you for joining us here at the halftime show. We're here with one of our alumni players that's played here at Branford High School, Barrett Young. Thank you for joining us here today, Barrett.
Yeah.
It's good to have you with us. Hey, so tell us a little bit about your time here at Branford and kind of what that journey looked like.
So it was a little bit different. It wasn't too long ago. I'm not quite that old. I graduated in 21. Back then, it was pretty much in ninth grade. As soon as you got done with your JV season, you'd move straight up to varsity. And a lot of us guys, we didn't maybe have the depth that you see nowadays in schools, where there's more students that are attending, more people want to do football. So back then, I mean, we ninth graders were starters. As soon as we moved up, first game we were starting, and I got thrown in that role probably about my second, third game up. One of our varsity centers had some problems that he had to step away from football, so at 160 pounds, I was starting for Branford football, which scared Coach Clark, but I held my own, and it was pretty good. As for the summer workouts, I mean, back then they were maybe a little bit more loose. I mean, we were still required to have a set number, but you can definitely see the quality of players from the time I played till now. Just the increase in strength, the faster, more explosive guys now. And I think that's a true testament to this program just growing and evolving over the past couple of years. And I think Coach Clark has built a good program here. As a matter of fact, I mean, when it comes to brotherhood, um, they're still some of my closest teammates I talk to every single day. And, I think that's a good testament that some of those guys I've heard touch on.
Right. So that's good to kind of know that the program has kind of built something that you'll keep with yourself further on in life. I mean, which is really what it's all about. I mean, playing football, it's about obviously you're trying to win. That's what you're trying to
Yeah.
do, but having fun while you're doing it and creating a relationship with some guys that you'll continue to talk to after school and further on in your life. But speaking of life, what did you kind of find yourself doing after you graduated?
So after I graduated, I took a year off from college. I did state office for FFA. It was one of the programs offered here at school. It's a nationwide program. Following that year, I started attending UF, um, going after my bachelor's degree. Still currently in school, have a little bit left over, but I've also started an internship with Syngenta, it's a seed company. So it's kind of propelling me to the next step in life, trying to make a good living for myself and just be sustainable. That's what anyone can ask for.
Right, for sure. So what are you currently going to major in there at Florida?
Currently it's in agricultural operations management. Kind of doing my focus with that degree. You can pick different focuses, trying to focus maybe towards a horticulture agribusiness route, just, trying to build up, a resume for that career of going into seed sales or, trying to, figure out those experiments to see which one works the best.
Right, right. So the line of agriculture, which I've experienced through the classroom,
Mhm.
really runs in your family. So that's something that because your mom is the agriculture teacher here at Branford, isn't she?
She is. So she's been teaching here for, I mean, since I was in first or kindergarten actually is when she took over, or first grade when she took over the ag program here. Started her annual ag day that she does for the students over there at the elementary school. It's trying to, educate them while they're young to get that thought into their head so that when they get here. But she's been teaching here for a while. I mean, she actually had the opportunity to teach Coach Clark. And so it came in a full circle moment. He's known me since I was little. So when I had the opportunity to play for him in football, he kind of messed with me a little bit about, because of course he's my mom's student and they were really close. And he knew my dad really well. My dad actually helped out a lot with the football program. When it
Right.
came to running the film equipment, those towers that we use for all of our film. He was instrumental in helping get that set up and, get that running for us. So it's a definitely a tight knit community and definitely agriculture and football had a big part in my family growing up.
Yeah, it's crazy how it all kind of connects and
Hmm.
rolls around. But that agriculture that has allowed you to continue on and have a career in that one day. I mean, what are kind of some of the things that translated from that you learned on the football field and the work ethic that you had to put in here that kind of translate to what you're doing now?
I mean, it starts right at the most important thing when it comes to anything you do in life, being on time. And, if you're on time, you're already late. You got to be there early. So what Coach Clark taught me is get here early, get prepared, let's get this thing done, try to make ourselves better. And I use that same, mindset every day. Get up, get ready, try to be out there early as I can. Let's try to get the day done, quicker, but get a better jump at it. And if you can get that early start and, get that quality underneath your belt, it's going to prepare you for anything in life. That early jump that you get, you're 10 seconds maybe faster than the next guy that wants that opportunity. So it's just about being up and taking every opportunity you can.
Just just think of what football does for you, man. I mean, just the lessons that you learn. I mean, from
Mhm.
not only being on time, but the camaraderie, how to work together,
Mhm.
teamwork. How to be part of something, how to test yourself. I mean, just those things that translate further into life that help you.
And it goes back to also that brotherhood, like you mentioned, like I talked about earlier. You met no stranger on that field. If you were in that locker room, you had 30 of your best friends right
Yeah.
there beside you. And I use the same thing when it comes to working. I was new to that, just got new to that internship last fall, or about time football season was in mid effect. And I refuse to, like work with somebody that's not going to talk to you. Like
Right.
you have to have those
Right.
connections. And so it makes everything go a lot better. When you're able to work together, you're able to communicate, you're able to get things done more effectively. And it's the same way on the football field. You can't expect your safeties and your corners not to be on the same page, because if they're on the same page, then you got a guy running 50 yards down the field wide open for a touchdown. So it goes back to that communication and the brotherhood you build, the being on time, the putting in the extra effort. Because a lot of people think, let's just do it to the amount where you get it done. And that's not a good approach to have the life. Go the extra mile. That extra mile puts you so much further ahead of the next person and puts you in that opportunity to be what you want to do.
Difference between winners and losers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you graduated in 21, correct? Which means you started off high school what, 2017?
Ooh,
2017, 2018?
about
Right.
I
So
think.
that was actually about the time that Coach Clark was starting off here at Branford, correct? So what do you kind of see that has changed from him starting off to currently, like the growth and progressiveness that has gone this program and the build it in the correct way that it's going now?
So I believe it was his first or second full season here at Brantford. And prior to all of that, every year for I think it was all the way back to maybe the year after he graduated, Brantford had a losing record. And people came over here, and I'm not going to say that they were doubting Brantford, but they were thinking maybe it was an easier scheduled game. And the fact of the matter is, he's changed the narrative here. Um, Starting from my year on, we had a winning record every single year, and that has continued from when I started in ninth grade. We went 5-5. When I moved up in the end of the year, 10th grade, I think we went 6-4, made it to the first playoff game, and well, it was a while, but made it the first playoff game, and every single year after that, it seems like Brantford's right there with a winning record, verge of playoffs or in the playoffs. And I think that just speaks true to the testament of how he's changed, the narrative and the mindset here. Because before Brantford football, people come in, they're like, well, we're just going to come here, practice for 2 hours, it's going to hurt after the fact, or it's good exercise. And now we're coming here to win a state championship, or we're coming here to compete. We want to make a name for ourselves. We want to go to the next level. And you see that correlate with a lot of people going to college after they get done playing here at this program. And I think it just speaks true testament to him, his work ethic, and his refusal to let anyone not, live up to those standards. Because no one wants to have somebody that doesn't put in the full effort, or all of us be on a different page. Everyone has to be on the same page for a team to function properly.
Right. So you've seen that, like you starting off playing, you talked about in your ninth grade year, the numbers that were down,
hmm
like in not having very much depth. Do you think that because of the way that the program has gone, the leadership that's been behind all of it, you think that's really what has brought the depth and more players buying really into the program?
And I think that, and I think a lot of it's like I said, everything it correlates with a mindset. My junior year, we realized that, we're good right now. We're competing at a playoff level. But if we want to be special, we want to be better. A couple of those guys that I've heard that are now in the program, they talked about it's that good on good mindset. So a lot of times we would have some guys that didn't play both ways. So during practice, they would in the past, go off and just rest while they didn't have their team period. My junior year, we started to start offensive line. We didn't play defensive line. Like we didn't play on defense. So instead of, maybe some of the quality was a little bit down, or some of the guys they were younger and they couldn't compete with those older starters, we would step in and we would challenge that starting defensive line. Like, this is a starting offensive line. So
For sure, that's really good. So all that applies and kind of leads back to the upward progression of
hmm
the program here in Brantford. Yeah, so thanks for joining
yeah.
us here today on the halftime show here at rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live, starting off your second half action we're starting to get kicked off here in a couple minutes. About 3 minutes to go until your second half starts. I mean, we've got games going on all around the area. Not a lot of those being able to pull it up at this time currently, but I mean we've got Columbia playing Swanee, which was an exciting one that we were looking forward to see the score of there.
Yes, it was. So they were under lightning delay. So there was a little delay there as far as the game. Last update we had was 6-0 Swanee. That was updated about 10 minutes ago, right before the half.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to see what happens here in the second half. I mean, we started off hot there by the Bucks, but the Eagles started to turn it around there, going more into the second quarter. You could say.
Yeah, I'm excited to see these Buccaneers come out of the locker room. Great news is we received the ball, so we're going to get the ball to start the second half and get a chance to kind of go back up and tie the game up. You know, as the Eagles come back out on the field, man, it looks like they got a little pep in their step. They're pretty excited. They've got to feel good about where they're at. Again, this is a team that went 1-8 last season.
1-8 last season.
Already came out with a big kickoff classic win. Doing a great job on the field tonight. So they have to be feeling pretty good about how their season's headed.
Yeah, they've been able to move the ball around really all over the place. I mean, really going into the second quarter, they kind of turned things around. The Bucks, if you would say, really took over the first quarter, then got turned around there in the second quarter, taken over by the Eagles. I mean, they were able to have the ball on the ground and in the air there with a pick six there, a 98-yard return for pick six. But we did get the score currently for Taylor County against Fort White. We've got Taylor County up 13-0. They're still in the first quarter.
Yes. So I don't know. I know with the weather coming in, and we really didn't know about where we would be at here as far as halftime. Everything still seems to be going pretty good. Note we haven't had any delays. There's been several lightning delays. A couple games are still currently under a lightning delay as we speak. So we've got the Eagles in the east end zone just warming up, getting ready, waiting on the Bucks to come back and take the field. So, you know, Taylor County's one of those who are coming off of a pretty good season last year. Already again have a pretty good start going.
And Fort White, along with that as well, they had some seniors graduate, but also have a strong group that came up from juniors last year that are now seniors that are looking to lead the team into great things this season. A quick shout out there to Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, a car dealer there that you can go check out for any of your truck or car needs. Go check them out there on Highway 90 West there in Lake City. And we're going to take a quick commercial break right before the start of the second half, brought to you by rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County. This is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just got word that they are now off of rain delay in Live Oak as Suwannee is taking on the incoming Columbia High Tigers. A lot of hype really behind the Columbia High Tigers this year, but also behind the Live Oak Suwannee Bulldogs. I mean, you got a all starting 5 senior class of offensive linemen there, but also your quarterback, a native to Branford here, Thomas Sykes, looking to lead the team there to some big victories over this season.
Yeah, they've got to be excited about the start that they've got going so far. So looks like here that the Branford Buccaneers have taken the field again. They're down in the end zone getting warmed up. And over on the other side, we've got the Eagles. Again, Jackson, they're looking pretty hyped up tonight, feeling good about where they're at. But this is Branford's opportunity. Let's just take the ball back. Let's execute on some of our plays. They know how to get it done. Let's use some of that talent that they've got on the field, some of that speed that they've got. Let's kind of work the outsides a little bit and see what we can do and how quick we can get back and regain some traction back in this game.
Yeah, we seen earlier on in the first and second quarters of the game what Brantford was really able to do when they got the ball to the outside. I mean, you've seen several throws that made it to the outside for big gains there for the Bucks, but also a couple runs. You've seen the first touchdown scored here in the game by number 2, your start running back for the Bucks, Ollie James, was able to get the ball around on the right side for a run there for the first touchdown for the Bucks of the night.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him get some more action in the second half and really use him to his full potential and see what he's able to do. So, great thing about watching us live or going back and watching it, we have our score updated. We're super excited this year, our first season here for Branford Buccaneer football, to have Summers Home Furnishing as our scoreboard sponsor. So, most of you know the Summers family. They took over. They've had Badcock for many years, now known as Summers Home Furnishing. They will furnish your entire house. Anything that you have need of, have a beautiful new lineup in their showroom with displayed anything that you would need for any type of remodel, any type of new home that you're looking for. Just looking for new furniture, new bedroom suite, mattresses. Really, they cover all of it. You go over there, see Chris and the family at Summers Home Furniture. Excited to have them as a part of Branford Buccaneer football.
And speaking of excited, we see the Bucks here getting ready to take it back to the sideline and receive the ball here going into the second half. We're really looking forward to see what these Bucks can do. A lot of hype now coming off the sideline for them as they get prepared to receive going into the second half.
Yeah, and I really believe this second half is where you'll start to see the depth that Branford has. If you look on the sideline of the Eagles, most of their players are all going both ways, where if you look on the Branford sideline, we've got a good-sized crew of some really talented players. Yet we've got some younger ones, but got a lot of speed and all still over here on the sideline itching to get in this game.
But that's something really that hasn't been seen over the past couple of years out of Branford, as you've seen them graduate several classes of 12 to 13 students, just football players here, that as the ball was kicked, and it was picked up there by number 7, Arcavian Jones, as he tries to get to the outside, and he's still up and he's still dancing around there, but finally brought down hard around the 22-yard line. They're going out for the Buccaneers. It's going to bring up first down and 10 right here for your Branford Buccaneers.
Yes, a decent kick, took a little bounce. He was able to pick it up and try and get some yardage of it. If he could have just got past this one defender over on the right-hand side, I believe he could have picked up a handful of more yards.
A cutback there tried by number 7, the 4-year starter there on varsity for the Bucks. I mean, he's one of the oldest guys, I believe the oldest guy with the most experience on varsity that the Branford crew has. So looking for some leadership out of him this season for sure, as the back motions there across, and he's wrapped up and finally brought out of bounds there. That's James. No gain there on the play. Going to bring up second down.
Yeah, so really this Eagle defense has been able to kind of read the offense, and they've been there for every single play, crunching up the line of scrimmage. And then also, when we're trying to get wide out on these sidelines, they're meeting us there as well.
Land and James, the number 4 and number 2. You'd see the younger crew, the younger group that we talked about earlier on, that came up off of JV, full-time now on varsity for the Buccaneers, looking to lead this group and continuing to grow. As number 7 there motions across, but the ball is on the ground. See who is picked up by. It's picked up there by the Eagles. It's going to be an Eagle ball. They're dropped there on the snap by number 4, Land. It's going to be Eagle ball on the 19-yard line going in for the Eagles.
Yeah, it looks like they've had a few issues as far as getting the ball to the quarterback. So he's been able to bobble it a couple of times and still keep possession of it, but he lost it on this one, and those Eagle defenders were right there to jump on top of it.
And that's really a costly mistake there by the Buccaneers, because you've seen what happened in the small mistakes, because Branford was able to capitalize on some of the Eagles' mistakes, but also the other way around. I mean, you've seen the big pick six there by the Eagles, but it really sets them up close there in the going into the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone. The ball handed off there to the left side, brought down around the 20-yard line by T.C. Smith, their number 6 for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, biggest thing they need to do is just keep this offense in front of them, not let them get to the outside, not let them get around the corner. So we really need Buccaneer defense to step up right here.
As we mentioned, a big front there for the Eagles. One thing that Branford you wouldn't say has much of is the larger front there on the O-line. But as number 12 there for the Eagles looks to throw, but he's going to take it and he's going to run it. Tries to go back inside, but cuts across and smacked there. Vernon Richards comes across, I believe, clips his own man.
Yeah, and really, I believe their quarterback felt like he had a lot of room to run, but Vernon came with some pressure right there on him and took him down across the middle. So that was a great stop where it looked like he was going to be able to pick up some yards on that play. Yeah, so we've got third down. Looks like third down and about 5 to go.
And one matchup you want to watch down here when you get into the red zone is number 4 for the Eagles on. If you'd see there, and he looks to throw to him, but he's going to scramble around. He's going to throw, and it's just out in front of the Eagles receiver there.
Yeah, and so really he had a receiver open across the middle, just led him a little too much. That could have easily been a touchdown for the Eagles, which now that's going to bring them down to fourth down with 5 yards to go.
Bring them down around to the 14-yard line. Bucks looking to get a stop here. I mean, we seen what the Eagles were able to do, looking to the outside more on these 4th and 4 or 5 to go situations here. I mean, we see number 12 lining up with number 6, who had that pick earlier on in the game, lining up, and he gets it, but it's caught, clipped pretty hard there by the Buccaneer defender, number 9, Poindexter, who was able to return back onto the field after coming off with an injury earlier on in the game. Good to see him back on the field.
Yeah, it looks like they came up just short of the first down, but looks like the refs may be giving them the first down on this. Was well short of the first down, but it looks like they are
gave him the first down there in the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone, as number 6 takes the ball around to the outside, jumps over a tackle there, and he goes all the way. Did he get in for the touchdown? And he did. He got in for the touchdown. That's another Eagles score there by number 6.
I really feel like Branford was trying to figure out if their defense should even be on the field, and Eagles took advantage of it with a quick call. Got a holding call on your Eagles offense. That's going to bring back and take that 6 points off the board.
Another costly penalty there by the Eagles. It's going to take that extra 6 points off the board. But really, I mean, one thing you see there, not that they'd get 2 down, but I mean, it just starts to put into their head as we wind down with about 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Just that, them Eagles trying to extend their lead and put another 6 points there on the board. Instead, he's brought back first down around the 18-yard line going in. All 4 receivers, we got an empty formation here. 4 receivers, and he looks to throw, and it's a quick there, but is he going to get back around? And he's going to get back around. Is he going to be able to catch him? Number 4 for the Eagles, all the way back around. He's brought down. Did he get in? And he's brought down there around the 1-yard line going in. Hey, good catch and run there by the Eagle receiver.
Yeah, great job with the Buccaneers stopping them there right before they make it across the goal line. But they did, nice quick pass, had 4 out wide, cut back across the middle, took it all the way back to the other side of the field as he dove in for the end zone and just missed it.
The hands off there, and he tries to get that 1 extra yard, but was he stopped there?
Stop.
Yeah.
He was. He was stopped there short of the end zone.
Now it's called a touchdown.
It is called a touchdown there by the white cap in the middle of the field. Called a touchdown.
Lead here.
That'll give the Eagles 20 points, 20-7 here. Your Eagles are up over the Branford Buccaneers.
Yes, they'll continue to go for the 2-point conversion on the field, trying to extend this lead even more.
Seen the last 2-point conversion that they went for. They just around above the head of the Eagle receiver there. 2 backs there in the backfield. He's going to look to run it in. See if he got it in. Branford Buccaneer goes over top there. We're going to see if he was stopped there. The extra point no good for the North Florida Educational Eagles there.
Yeah, it looks like the entire Buccaneers defense met him right there in the middle, was able to stop him. So we need to Buccaneers going to get the ball back right here and need to get this one headed in the right direction.
And we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. So join us right back here live for all the action on the Branford Buccaneers right after the break.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling. Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th, live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where you may have just seen the North Florida Educational Eagles able to drive that ball all the way into the end zone. They brought up shop there short into the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone as the Eagles were able to kick it in, but looks like as they try to kick it here, not able to get enough distance, and they pick it up, and it's going to be Buccaneer ball. Flag on the play. Looks like the little confusion there by the Eagle as he picked the ball up.
Yeah, this is going to give the Buccaneers great field position. Illegal procedure on the field, so did not make it 10 yards on the kick. So it looks like they only made it about 5 yards. So it's going to put the Bucs in some great field position. We need to get our heads back in the game, go down, get the score right here, make it within a one possession lead. So we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We've got Van Carpet One. So they're in their new building just off Faith Road in Lake City. So if you haven't been by and seen their showroom, stop by for any of your carpet or tile needs. Van Carpet One in Lake City.
The Buccaneers set up here. We're not looking more for the Wildcat formation, but we're going with the normal spread. But we've got a bunch here as we call a timeout on the play. As you can see, your starting running back number 2, Ollie James, still limping around a little bit. Let's hope that doesn't hinder his play too much as he's been able to move the ball around the field as he pleases.
Yeah, he's really been their highlighted weapon so far tonight. A couple of their big runs has come from him, so they need him to be healthy throughout this second half.
As we take the quick timeout there.
Yes, what's your thoughts tonight, Jackson? We've got 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Momentum has shifted back to Branford. They got themselves a good field position on the 35-yard line, 45-yard line, headed towards the goal line.
So really here we've seen these Buccaneers. They came out hot and scored early in the first quarter, but really after that, after the first quarter ended, it's really been the Eagles' ball game. I mean, you've seen them do anything they want to, anything they please with the football, while still being able to make big stops there on defense. So as we've got good field position going into this drive, bringing up 1st and 10 for the Branford Buccaneers, we're really looking forward to see what they are able to do. They've got good field position on the 45-yard line going in. Need the quarterback running back duo of Trent Land and Ollie James to really get something started back here for the Bucs. Land back in the shotgun formation as he's going to hand the ball off there to James. Tries to run it up the middle. Looks like a short gain, bring up about 1.
So if we look back, we've seen the great run of the middle James had early in the game. Since then, it looks like the Eagles have really put the pressure down in the middle and have really been able to stuff him each time that he's tried to make it through. So we're picking up an average of 2 to 3 yards each time that we run up the middle.
As we see here, some continual damage going to the legs of James there as Smith there takes over James' spot at the running back position. To get lined up there with Land in the shotgun, Smith behind as they're going to throw it, and it's almost intercepted. They jump the quick throw there. That's number 3 there for the Eagles. Almost picks it off there. That could have been costly there.
Yeah, really right through the hands of the defender. And I tell you, when you look at this Eagle defense, they've got some speed on the outside. If you take a long time letting the play progress like that, they're going to be right on top of you.
You've got guys like number 6 there that was and number 8 that are on the outsides for the Eagles that are able to do some damage there really to the Buccaneers what they're trying to get done. But you wonder, you've seen the throws to the outside to vault work. If you can get enough time for your quarterback to step back and make the good pass, you wonder, is that something they'll try and go back to there?
Yeah, of course, I'm one who I see a good play, and I want to see it again. The pump fake out to the side, which is really where they've been putting that pressure on. I'd love to see another pump fake, and then let's try and take it down the field and really get some momentum going back in this game with 6 minutes left into the third quarter.
Really going to need this Bucs depth here to start to come into play with 6 minutes, winding down of 6 minutes left in your third quarter to go.
Our program here on River Country Sports wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. We got Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and Live Oak for all of your insurance needs. Make sure you give Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and Live Oak a call. Free quotes available. We thank you for your sponsorship here on River Country Sports.
Land back in the shotgun position. They're going to line back up there, but they're going to pump it like we talked about. There to number 28, Carson Capella. Little on the close side there, but he comes down with the ball, falls down around the 30-yard line there to pick up the first down for the Buccaneers.
Put me in, coach. Let me call some plays. Here we go. That was a beautiful play call at a timely need. Capella runs down. Again, he's wide open. Land puts it right on the money. So I think this is what we need to get things headed back in the right direction. So great pickup on that one.
Taking the ball to the air there really has been evident to be working there for the Bucs. I mean, you've seen that the Eagles have, over the course of the game, been able to shut down what the Bucs are trying to do running the ball wise, but not really figured out their passing scheme so far. He lines it back up, hands the ball off to James to the right side. That's James.
Well, I tell you, as you can see, this Eagle defense, their front line is a physical team. So you're not just running on the inside being taken down, but they are hitting you with some force on the inside. So, really taking a toll on that inside of the game.
Bucs are looking to get the play here. The Eagle defensive line, I mean, we're seeing a lot of size as well there. The defensive line. I mean, you mentioned without a ton of depth there for the Eagles, them being able to use guys on both sides of the ball. Trips formation a bunch there. But Land's going to take off to the left side, but Land's still going all the way around to the left side. Is he going to get all the way?
Yes,
and he runs right in for the touchdown. That's Land putting 6 on the board for the Bucks. Land putting 6 on the board for the Bucks as we hear that cannon fire once again here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium.
I tell you, there's no sweeter sound in the Branford Stadium than hearing the cannon go off. Great. Yeah, that's one thing we haven't really seen yet. So we know going into this that Land has some legs. He was able to show it right there on that play.
They're going to set up here for the extra point kick.
Could tie this game up right here.
That's number 20, J.C. Corrado, a freshman actually this year, going for the kick. And he gets the kick. And it's no good there, which will leave the Bucks down by 7. We've got 4 minutes, 17 seconds left to go here as we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll see you right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where you just seen your quarterback, sophomore Trent Land, number 4, take it to the house around the left side. Looks like really everybody got drawn there to the right side of the play, but he just was able to sneak it around. He looked to throw there, but then decided to take it to his legs there.
Yeah, no, that was a great job by Land getting some points on the board. Those points mean everything. So however we have to get them, that's what we need to do. We've got an update on the Columbia game tonight. So it looks like the Columbia Tigers just scored. They were able to get the extra points, and now they're up 7-6, still in the first half there in Swanee Stadium.
Close game there, but that's going to be a late one tonight. That weather delay really coming into play on the time of the game. Still in the first half. But your Columbia High Tigers up 7-6 over your Swanee Bulldogs. We're looking here to kick as 54 Lopez lines to kick it. And he goes deep there with the kick. Good kick there, and it's received there by the Eagle receiver. And he goes all the way, and he tries to cut back, and he's still on his feet. Good return there, but finally brought down by number 5, Waller.
Yeah, really, I don't know how he kept his feet under him on that. They had him down really about 7-8 yards back. He was able to keep his feet under him, picked up some additional yardage. So pretty good return by the Eagles on that one. Do have an injured Buck on the field, back in the back. You know, really at this point in the game, Buccaneers need to get some pressure on that quarterback. Seems like that quarterback's had a lot of time in the back to be able to extend some plays, be able to run it if he needs to, or be able to find somebody open. He's giving his receivers a lot of time right now.
But running it's really came into play for the Eagles offense. You've seen them be able to do a good bit of throwing as we see the Branford Buccaneer receiver and DB coming off of the field there. That's number 8, Trip Schultz. Trip Schultz playing a big role there and doing some heavy hitting there for the Bucs tonight. Looked like he may just have a cramp or something coming off the field, being stretched out currently on the sideline. Hopefully we'll see him back in the game here soon. But as we've got the empty formation there, as the quarterback drops back to a wide-open receiver of number 4 for the Eagles, takes it across the middle, doesn't have a defender. They're all the way for the Eagles touchdown. That's normally where you'd see your defender for the Bucs, number 8, Trip Schultz there, but don't know who was put in there for the play, but able to have a wide-open touchdown catch and throw there.
Yeah, if you'll see, the refs missed a good one on the line of scrimmage as our defensive end was tackled as he was trying to get in to get some pressure on the quarterback. So miss on the refs on that one, which allowed them to go deep down the field to put another 6 points on the board.
Now you really wondered the tackling that you were talking about. That's tackling when we're taught in football is normally something that goes on defense. So when you see tackling happen on the offensive side of the ball, normally flag, but not something that we've seen here tonight. as the Eagles look to line up for a two-point conversion here. Spread out across with a tight end. Looks to go right up the middle, but he's flipped.
Flipped
and he
over.
stopped just short of the two-point conversion, which no good.
Yeah,
Going
nice.
to bring up 26 for the Eagles and 13 for your Branford Buccaneers. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll see you right back here live on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. And you've seen right here before the break, the Branford Buccaneers left wide open there in the middle of the field, and the Eagles compromised on it and flew right on down the field for a quick Eagle score.
Yes, that gives us 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Your score is 26-13.
26-13 there as the Buccaneers are looking to receive the kick. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in your third quarter. Bucks really looking to turn something around quick here in the latter parts of the third quarter.
.345 left to go in your third.
Eagles get lined up to kick here. Haven't seen a whole lot of deep kicking out of the Eagles crew, mainly to around the 30-yard line, which has allowed for a little bit of a good return there for your Branford Buccaneers, setting them up in a little better field position. We did see last time that they came out on the field to kick the ball that it didn't go but about 5 yards, which really allowed for the quick score there by quarterback Trent Land for the Buccaneers. See what happens on this kickoff. Eagles line up to kick. He goes to kick. It's a little deeper this time, right there around the 30-yard line, but it's going to be taken back by number 2, Ollie James, and he goes to pitch it, and he pitches it because it looks like he was limping down there on the backfield, and a little extracurricular going on the field there.
Yeah, flags coming out on the play.
Flags coming in on the play. Ball return around midfield. I don't know if you noticed or not, but it looked like mid-play there, mid-return, James not able to keep his feet underneath him, so he had to pitch it back to number 0 of Vaught there.
Yeah, he was able to get up and make it over to the sideline without any help. We'll look and see if it may be just a cramp or something like that may be slowing him down. He definitely felt it on that run. Was able to make a clean pitch back, which actually ended up giving the Buccaneers another close to 10 yards on that return.
It'll set up first down and 10 there for your Buccaneers. As the flag will be called there on the Eagles, don't know if that's going to be something we're going to see now reoccurring in the looking to go more towards the fourth quarter here tonight. Good bit of Buccaneers fans still here in the stadium. Appreciate all the fans that are here in the stadium, but we also appreciate the viewers online that are watching live here on rivercountrysports.com. If you're not able to make it, we want you to share and like and subscribe to all your friends and family. That way they can get more updates of the live Buccaneer action here at Buccaneer Stadium. As the Bucs get lined up here on the Eagles' 40-yard line. Another setup of a good position there as number 3 comes in motion for the Bucs, and he's handed it off to number 6, Smith there, as number 6 is a little slow to get up there. We've seen a little trouble out of him moving around tonight, but looking to open it up.
Yeah, loss of about 3 yards on the play, so they were ready for him. They had already broke the line of scrimmage by the time he had got the ball on handoff.
One thing the Bucks have really struggled with tonight is being able to open up the gap there for their running back to run through it. After the Eagles really figured out the blocking scheme that was going on there by the Bucks, they were able to shut it down pretty early on into the game, which really shut down the run game there for the Bucks. Not able to do a whole lot there. But they look to pass it as he's going to throw it, and that's dropped there by number 7, Jones. Looks like right through the hands of Jones there.
Yeah, he was wide open going down the sideline. Great pass by Land. Puts it right into his arms, and he lets it fall right through. As he began to look down, I believe he seen the defender coming his way, and put his eyes on the defender and took it off the ball. So, yeah, missed opportunity there to pick up. Really, we could have picked up around 40 yards on that play.
Picked up about 40 yards on the play. Well, that would have brought them real down close to the end zone. I mean, you've seen only one defender in between Jones there, number 7 for the Bucks, and the end zone. So he could have done a little bit of that shaking we seen earlier and got on down there to put 6 on the board for the Bucks. So they line up with 3 deep in the backfield. Land, Pelia is 8. Motions across there. He's going to roll out to the right side. Not a whole lot of time, but he still finds a open receiver in Schultz there as he's going to move it on down the field right down to the 30-yard line. 30-yard line for the Bucks. Good catch and throw there. Good throw by quarterback Trent Land. Caught by your receiver, number 8, Tripp Schultz there. For pickup about how many on that play?
Yeah, so they picked up around 14 yards on that. Looks like Tripp was calling for a first down. Does look like he came up just a little bit short. So it looks like it's going to be 4th down and around 3 yards to go to be able to get this first down.
4th down. Looks like the Bucks are going to line up in their normal position. They're going to have 2 to the left side. We're going to see what they do with a minute and a half left to go in this third quarter. They're going to try and draw them off sides here and look for a quick check.
Looks like Eagles are going to try and bring the house on this one. Buccaneers call timeout, bring their offense, just so they can talk about this 4th down and 3 to go.
But you really want to ask yourself, is it good to go ahead and use the timeouts here in the second half? Because how many is that they've used now? Is that the first one that they've used?
I believe that's the first one.
First one they've used here, which they might need them as they're down 26-13 there to the Eagles, looking to make up some points there.
Yeah, this is a crucial 4th down right here. You got 3 yards to go. We can pick this up. We're going to be inside the 30-yard line with an opportunity to get again within a one possession ball game, which is really what we need to make happen right here for the Branford Buccaneers.
First, a score needed by the Buccaneers. We've seen the last score that was taken in by your quarterback Trenton Land on the ground, was able to pick up good yardage in for the Buccaneer touchdown, putting 6 on the board for the Bucks. We're looking to see that again. Doesn't look like again we'll see it out of number 2, James, as he comes off with his helmet off on the sideline.
Yeah, that's right. They've got plenty of players on the field that can make this play happen right here. It's interesting to see what the call is going to be.
As the Bucks have really been shut down in their run game, do they take it to the air here? I mean, you've seen the good catch a minute ago by Capelia, the drop wide open here by Jones, and then the good catch there by Schultz. One thing we've seen, are we going to have 2 guys step up and block and then throw it on down the field, or are we just going to try and run it here? But he is going to try and run it, and that's quarterback Trent Land still going. Going to go. Is he going to keep going, being pushed there by the lineman? And he's still going Army style, and he's going to keep going on his feet all the way. He's going to bring it down. There's a flag thrown on the field. He's going to be in for the touchdown. Looks like he's real close there.
Trent Land had no stop in him. He carried the entire Eagle defense down the field all the way to end up right at the end zone. We've got several people calling for a touchdown on the field. Have not heard an official call from the referees yet. There are flags on the field right now as we await it.
Looks like a Eagles player down on the field right beside the end zone.
So I don't know if Land's knee went down or what happened, but they did bring the ball back to around the 15-yard line where they placed it. That's before anything is put on as far as a penalty. Looks like the penalty is going to go against the Eagles, which is going to bring us down to the 5-yard line. got another timeout on the field right now for an injured player.
Couple guys. I mean, we've seen not a whole lot of guys go down for the Eagles tonight, but looks like a crucial one there for the Eagles. A couple bruised up guys as well for the Bucks, but luckily enough depth there on the Buccaneer squad to really hold them together there. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys play key parts. More as you see, number 5, we talked about Waller there on the defensive side of the ball. Him, Richards, Derringer, all able to do a bunch of work there on the defensive side of the
Yeah, it
ball.
looks like one of the coaches is actually by himself carrying the player off the field, so he's not able to make it out on his own. One of the coaches is carrying him to the sideline. Looks like he took a hard hit as he was holding on to Land, as Land had his eyes on the end zone. Not sure what transpired after the play to cause that injury.
We've seen those legs. I mean, we've seen Land do, as just watching all the work they've put in the weight room, all the work they put in on the field. The legs of Land really growing and really becoming strong. I mean, to do something like that, I mean, that's a play that you don't see too often. Really, just carrying a guy on your back there all the way towards the end zone.
One thing we've seen and know so far, he has no quit in him. So excited to see what they're going to do here at their 5-yard line.
Land lines back up. It'll bring up first down and goal there for the Bucks. Gonna throw it. He's looking to throw it, but he brings pressure on him. Is he gonna be brought down all the way back around the 21-yard line? Big loss there for the Bucks. We were all the way down into the red zone, but backed up all the way to the 22-yard line, looks like, on the play.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. But, one thing they've been able to do is to get a lot of pressure on Land. He's been able to get rid of it before the sack, but he wasn't able to do it on that one. So that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter.
All right. Right back here live on rivercountrysports.com. Join us as we come back for the fourth quarter action.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live for more live action on the Branford Buccaneers on rivercountrysports.com, where we've got your Branford Buccaneers taking on the North Florida Educational Eagles. A little bit of time out here while we've got a saxophone player actually in the stands for the Buccaneers, making a little noise for the boys there in the stands.
I tell you, these cheerleaders tonight have done a great job getting these fans fired up. This whole Branford side is blowing up excited to see this fourth quarter action.
Gonna need a lot of fourth quarter action here by the Bucks as we see them down 26-13, still entering into the fourth quarter as the ball is taken there around by Vaught there to the left side, and he's gonna cut back, but is he finally brought down? He's still gonna be pushed. The whistle blown down around the 16-yard line going in for the Bucks. You really wonder, are they going to start relying on Vaught really running the ball a little bit more? Because we've seen a lot of good plays made by him last season. Actually, one of those guys who broke the 1,000-yard mark there for the Bucks last season.
That's right. Yeah, able to keep plays alive just like that, where you think he's tackled and then boom, you look, he's still on his feet. Able just to extend each play, get a few more yards each time he touches the ball.
The Bucks get back up to the line there. It's going to bring up third down for your Buccaneers.
And in the quarterback,
Land in there at quarterback with Smith to his left side. That's 8 motion across. Schultz there, but he's going to roll out. Who's he going to throw it to? Who's he going to throw it to? Look at that. It's your guy. Vaught there for the touchdown, putting 6 on the board for the Bucks. As again, we hear that fire of the cannon. Here we go. Touchdown.
I tell you, what a great job by Land. He rolls out to his right. You know, one thing we've seen is a lot of pressure on Land tonight. They were not able to get pressure to him on that play. He rolls out wide open space to see downfield, catches Vaught across the middle with a perfect pass.
What did we just say? We said we wanted to see a little bit more action out of number 0, Vaught there, and what did we see? We seen it right there as he was able to roll around to the right side and complete a nice throw and catch there for a touchdown, putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
You've got Buccaneers lined up to get their extra point right here.
And he's going to get it, and that's going to put an extra point on the board. Going to bring the Buccaneers within 1 possession score of the Eagles. And we're going to take a quick break and join us right back here live for more of fourth quarter action on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get 'em, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where I don't know if you just seen it, because we seen it right up here in the box of Branford Buccaneers Stadium, also known as the Galley. Trent Land able to roll around to the right side and complete a nice throw and catch there to Vaught to put 6 on the board for the Bucks.
Yeah, you've got Branford lined up to kick off. There's a lot of ball to be played yet. We've got 10 minutes, 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your score with the Eagles 26, Branford Buccaneers 20, down by 1 score possession. And I tell you, our kicks have been good tonight. So he's 2 out of 3 so far in extra points. If we can get the ball back right here, drive down and score, we can be in control of this ball game.
These are one of those situations where you'd really like to be the one on the field. I wish you could pad up one more time as we see Lopez there, number 54, go to kick it, and he kicks it deep off to the left side, all the way back, and he's going to try and return it. That's number 10 there, and is he going to be brought down? Oh, is his legs taken out from under him? Look at that. That's the Bucks lighting up there for you, bringing him down there around the 20-yard line.
I tell you, you can feel a momentum shift across this stadium as the Branford sides, and I tell you, it's still a packed house here with 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can I tell you, nobody's leaving this ball game. Great stop, great kick by Branford, putting it back deep. So they're gonna take off 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line.
A lot of excitement here in the Branford Buccaneers Stadium as we see the North Florida Educational Eagles load the box here. They've got a stacked receivers in close here, tight end and wing on each side, and he looks to throw it, and it's going to be complete there. That's to number 4 there, for the Eagles as he goes just out of bounds there. Gain of about 8 yards there on the play for the Eagles. Good little catch and run there.
Good little catch and run. You know, Branford did a great job stopping him right when he caught the ball, which is what we've got to do more of just to keep the players in front of us.
And he's going to hand it off there, and he's stuffed there by a group of linemen. That looks like number 67, big number 67, Case Townsend there on the stop for the Buccaneers.
The stop, yeah. He stopped him right in the middle, stood him up, and took him back, only allowing them to pick up about a yard on the play.
Good job there by Case Townsend. Number 67, one of those younger guys is going to be a big part there for the Buccaneers as we're looking to get things turned around right here with 9 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in your fourth quarter. Buccaneers get lined up as the Eagles take a spread position here with he's going to roll out to the right side, but he's looking just to run it. He's going to come downfield. Where's he going? He's going out of bounds, just trying to pick up the first down. Not a whole lot of pressure put on him there. You wonder, did he just try and stop the clock, or was he just trying to get out of bounds?
Yeah, it looks like he was just trying to get out of bounds without getting hit is what it looked like. You had a Branford defender running right at him, so he knew where he needed to get out to pick out the first on this play. We've got 9 minutes, 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Eagles picking up a first down.
But honestly, you wonder, you've seen him shake around the field, number 12, the quarterback, all night tonight. Would it have been that hard for him to get past the one Buccaneer defender on this side? You've seen his eyes set straight for the sideline, but really, I think he may have been able to get around him and pick up 6 there on that play. But as we see, Trips lined up to the left side there with a wing back for the Eagles, and he dances around there in the pocket. And he's going to move outside to a wide-open receiver who jumps up and catches it there, but he's brought down out of bounds there by number 9, Poindexter. Seeing some intensity there come out of the Buccaneers, but the Eagles are able to start to move it down the field a little bit, picking up first down after first down.
Yeah, so this Branford defense has not been able to get any pressure given their quarterback all evening to find an open receiver. Had a couple open defensive guys that could have put a little more pressure on him on that one. Chose not to sit back and see where he's going to throw it. So I think the key to this stop right here is getting pressure on that quarterback.
9 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in your fourth quarter as the Eagles take the field once again with first down, bringing up first down around the 50, close to the 50-yard line as he hands it off there to the right side. That's number 6 for the Eagles, brought down with a short gain on the play of about 3 yards there for number 6 for the Eagles. Stopped there by Jesse Norris, one of your older guys there on the Buccaneers squad, a guy who's had some experience on the field on that D-line there for the Buccaneers last season as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him about 4 yards on that play. He's going to bring it up to 2nd and 6.
As they're split with doubles on each side, and the quarterback takes it, looks to throw, but he's got a man, but he's not a whole lot of pressure, but he spins around and misses, avoids a tackle there, but he's going to be ran out of bounds there. He's going to be brought down, looks for the flag, and he gets it there. Just a little late hit there by number 50, Derringer, there for the Bucs. I think he was really just wanting to get a piece of him. Not really able to get a whole lot of the quarterback. They try and get it where they can.
He was really surprised that the quarterback keeps aiming to run out of bounds. This is one of those you should have just let him run out of bounds. He would have ran out for a loss. Let him go. He's also going to stop the clock, which continues to give you more time possession to get the ball back and get another score on the board. So doing this really does you a lot of damage, gives them the additional yardage they didn't even deserve.
One thing we see out of Derringer, as we talked about earlier, just him trying to get that big hit. One thing we've seen there, but it ended up costing the Bucs. They're going to move him all the way down around the 35-yard line going in.
Gives going to bring up automatic first down.
Automatic first down there for the Eagles. As we see doubles on the left side there with the wing back. There he's going to hand it off there to his running back, and he's finally brought down by number 5, Waller there as he tries to help him up.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to pick up around 8 yards on the play. And they, running up the middle, they've been able to pick up, seems like 6 to 8 yards each time that they run it.
We see the Buccaneers here. Each of them, a couple players bending over with their hands on their knees. I don't know if that's because the wear and tear that's been put on their body here tonight in this physical game against the Eagles, or if it's because they're just more so getting tired. What do you kind of think that is?
Yeah. They're not putting the pressure on them like they should. They're kind of sitting back, just watching them a little bit more. So could be getting tired as we get late into the fourth quarter with 7 minutes, 45 seconds with a rolling clock.
Well, you know who doesn't seem tired there is the Eagles quarterback, number 12, as he continues to run around, makes a lateral pass there, but he's going to reverse field, but brought down and stuffed there. Who's that? Take a guess. That's number 5, Waller there for the Buccaneers. Bring him down once again. That's 2 tackles there in a row for Waller. Able to do some good help and damage there for the Buccaneers.
I tell you, Waller's got good speed. You see him in the backfield quite a bit, and they've not been able to get away from him so far tonight.
Starting to get lined up there. We've got second down. That'll bring up second down for the Eagles. Second down and about 13 to go as we enter in about 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes to go here in your fourth quarter in Branford Buccaneer Stadium. Split doubled wide with the running back to the right. As he steps up, he looks to throw, and he's going to throw again. But, oh, my Lord, it's almost intercepted there.
I thought he had that one.
He almost had it straight through his hands.
Yeah, Vaught had him just a little bit ahead of him, and it hit him right across the hands. Almost a perfect interception. And I tell you, the wide receiver was past him. He would have had some return yardage on that one.
Brings up a lot of excitement there, but the ball just through the hands of Vaught there.
Yes.
Receiver able to get underneath him a good bit, but the ball just placed a little too far out ahead. But that'll bring up third down for the Eagles there with the incomplete pass. He's able to stop the clock there, the incomplete pass. The Eagles are going to line up with doubles on the left side. The wing back there also on the left side for the Eagles. But he's going to drop back. He's going to the air, trying to go to the air again.
Oh, and again, another missed opportunity at a perfect interception.
That's Vaught there again on the far side of the stadium.
So that's 2 times Vaught has had the opportunity to make the interception. Both times the ball has went through his fingertips. A great job being there and with the opportunity. But, man, we need one of these plays. That's going to bring it down to 4th and 13. 4th and 13. If we can get this stop right here, it's going to be Branford's ball headed in the other direction.
But that incomplete pass there is also allowing the Bucs to get a stopped clock there as we see 6 minutes, 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With the Eagles still up 26 to 20, over the Bucs. As they line up with an empty formation, 4 receivers to the left side, stacked on and off the ball. Little movement around by the Eagles offensive line. Looks like we're going to get a false start call there.
Going to back him up another 5 yards, which is going to make it 4th down and around 18 to go. Perfect opportunity for Branford to go down and make a stop right here, get the ball back.
So the last several plays, we've seen the Eagles really avoid to put it on the ground, but really just trying to take it to the air. But each time, Vaught has been there really to make the play. Hasn't came down with the interception, but really has still made it an incomplete pass there. As we look there, receiver steps back, and he's going to throw, and he's going to go all the way, and he drops it right in his hands there. That's the Eagles receiver that goes right through his hands. 2 guys escaped the Buccaneer defenders there. Would have been a touchdown, but it's now Branford Buccaneer ball.
He was laying on the ground. Wish he could retry and catch that. It was a perfect ball placement right over his shoulder. As he looked back, the ball went right through. When he looked down, the ball was on the ground. Turns it over on possession. It's Branford football. This is our time to come back. We've got 6 minutes, 30 seconds. This was a great time to make a stop.
Turnover there on the play, but we'll see you right back here for more live action at Branford Buccaneer football on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live for more live action here on rivercountrysports.com. If you've seen it right here live, right before the commercial, we had a missed opportunity there for the go-ahead touchdown by the Eagles where a drop pass came up costly for them. They're still up. The Eagles are still up 26-20 here, but it's Branford Buccaneer ball as Land takes a snap, and he's going to take it on his feet as he picks up some good yardage there. Land on the ground with a direct snap there. He's going to run it, but he's brought down. The gain of about 8 on the play bring up 2nd and 2 there for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I tell you, each time Land gets his hands on the ball, some yardage is coming. So great job continuing to fight. It looks like they were going to stop him around the line of scrimmage, but end up getting a few more yardage. So we've also got an update tonight on the Tiger Columbia Swanee game. Right now, it looks like they're at the end of the first half. At halftime, it is 21-6. Tigers look like Columbia Tigers are gaining a little momentum there in Swanee County.
Guys over there in Swanee County for Columbia really being able to put it together right now. But we'll see what these Branford Buccaneers can do as we've got 2nd and 2 left to go. Does he step off sides? Does he step off sides? We see some motion on the defensive end there. The fans for Branford aren't very happy, but we didn't get the call there for the refs. But as Land takes back the snap, but he's going to hand it off there to Smith, who's brought down in the backfield. Looks like a loss of about 2 to 3 yards there on the play.
Yeah, a little surprised they didn't call that one, as was most of this side of the stadium. But that's going to bring us to third down. Third down looks like about 4 yards to go.
Bucks really need to get something going here with 3rd down and 4 to go. That's 3rd down and 4. Clock winding down, just under 5 minutes here left in your 4th quarter. With Land taking the snap again, trying to get it on the ground. Tries to reach out, but I don't think he got it. Stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, so it looks like that's going to put us at about 4th down and around 2 to go. Let's see what play call they're going to come up with here to get across the first line marker.
As the Eagles exchange out some of their players, putting their big guys in as they've seen this run up the middle by Land the past 2 plays. We wonder if they're going to put it to the ground again, or are they going to try to go to the air with this one?
It's hard to think they don't go right back with Land up the middle to try and pick up those 2 yards. He's averaged more than that. He's got the double backs right there as lead blockers. Watch him go right up the middle and get this first down.
As they try and get him to jump off sides, but don't get the call there. Fans are, again, unhappy. Branford line takes it, and Land, does he get it? Land gets it for the go-ahead first down there for the Branford Buccaneers. That's Land punching it in for a Branford Buccaneer first down.
That's right. Land just showed him we don't need your offside call to get a first down. I'll get it myself. He shoots across, picks up the first down. Got an injured player on the field for the Eagles.
Injured player there on the field. Land able to pick up the first down. A lot of excitement soaring through the Buccaneer Stadium. Quick shout out to Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, where we've got rides left and right brought in. I actually took a ride down there the other day and seen all the vehicles that they had. So if you will, go visit them on Highway 90 West there in Lake City, Florida. Go see Jeff and Lance down there at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yeah, got a lot of great sponsors that make tonight possible. So we've got Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and in Live Oak. So whether you've got car insurance, whether you're looking for insurance, give them a call at Farm Bureau Insurance, Branford and Live Oak for a free quote today.
And as you can see, our scoreboard sponsor for tonight is Summers Home Furniture. Summers Home Furniture bringing to you our scoreboard sponsor, where you'll go in and visit them. They actually branched off from the Badcock stores here lately. The Summers Home Furniture bringing up any furnishing you need in your house, whether you're building a new house, putting new furniture in your house. Go check them out there in Lake City.
All right, we've got the injured player walking off the field. That's going to bring Branford back to the line of scrimmage. So here we are, 1st and 10 on about the 45-yard line, on their own 45-yard line. We've got just under 4 minutes left in the ballgame with your score 26-20 Eagles.
As Land looks to take the snap here with a running back on each side, but he's going to go to the air, and he's going to go outside to your guy, Vaught, who's going to dance around. He's going to continue, but he runs into traffic there. Stood over by a couple of Eagles defenders as they help him up there. It's a pickup of about 4 on the play. Another hurt Eagle defender there on the field. A lot of these guys are really taking a toll on their body here late in the game.
That goes back to the amount of depth that they have. So a lot of these guys, you can imagine, they've been on the field the entire game. I believe these guys are starting to get tired, starting to get wore down. And we hope that no one gets hurt or injured. But this is a great time for Branford to come and to continue rotating some of that young talent that they have, continue putting pressure to head down the field and get this score that they need to win this ball game.
Taking advantage of these injuries right here will allow Branford, hopefully they'll capitalize on this. Who knows that they might go back to the air again, try vault down that sideline, which we've seen work there several times earlier on in the game. But with just 3:29 left to go, an injured player on the field, but your Eagles still up 26-20 over the Branford Buccaneers.
And what it looks like is these guys are starting to get some cramps. I mean, you can imagine it's a warm night here in Branford, Florida. They've been on the field, seen a lot of action tonight, starting to cramp up a little bit. So he was able to get off the field, actually moving pretty good. So it's going to be Branford's ball. It's second down. They're going to have about 4.5 yards to go to get the first down. Can I tell you, the fans are excited in the stands tonight.
Excited and ready to go is what you can say, at least when the Bucs are taking the field back here. We also want to thank our AT staff here for helping out the injured Eagles players tonight. AT staff there for Branford as motions across, and Land tries to get a couple extra yards and able to pick up about 2 yards there on the play, which is going to bring up third down and short for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, third down. So they're going to be on about the 47-yard line. On Eagles' 47-yard line, going to have around 3 yards to go to get the first down on third down, rolling just inside of 3 minutes left in the ball game with a score of 26-20.
Branford Buccaneers really looking to do something here. Who knows if they'll keep it on the ground with Land, which we haven't seen. We haven't seen anything out of your running back James here lately. He's still on the sideline, along with your other running back Smith on the sideline. So it makes you wonder, are they going to try with veteran varsity player Jones, Arcavian Jones, still over here on the sideline? Are they going to try? They're going to try and push it up the middle, but aren't able to get it there. Stuffed up, no gain on the play.
Let's see if we can get a flag on this right here, as you see the defender, after the whistle, continuing to push Land back up the field, pushing him off at the end. Should have been a flag called on that automatic first down. Refs chose not to call that.
Fans not very happy here in Branford Buccaneer Stadium as we get a little pushback there off of quarterback Trent Land, as he was driven almost all the way back to the 35-yard line in the opposite direction. We don't really like to see that happen here, but Buccaneers stopped just short, so it's going to be fourth down and about 2. Fourth down and about 2 here on the play with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go here in your fourth quarter. Eagles still up 26-20. Land steps back in the shotgun position. Capella to his right, looks to throw, and it's incomplete. Had to throw it away. It's going to be turnover on downs here with 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go in your fourth quarter. Intentional grounding there against the Buccaneers.
Yeah, chose to throw the flag a little late on that one. Figured he would. You had a couple receivers over on this side of the stadium. Nobody over there where he threw it to. This is actually going to put Eagles back in great field position where they'll be taking the ball. Looks like about their own 36-yard line. We've got now almost 1 minute left in the ball game. Score still 26 Eagles and 20 Branford Buccaneers.
What we'll probably see here, honestly, is the Eagles taking the ball more to the ground, not really taking flight here later on in the fourth quarter, but putting it more on the ground as we think they may just want to run the clock out here with 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. As they line up in position to kneel the ball, they're looking to just take the game away that way. Good motion. The ball's on the ground. Covered by the Eagles. Almost gave the Bucs an opportunity there to pick the ball back up.
Yeah, looks like he was just going to kneel it on that one, kind of in victory formation. Could not make a clean snap on that. This is where Branford needs to really come up and get some pressure in that middle pretty quick to see if we can cause a fumble.
Going to do a reverse there, but as they're looking to, as he spins around, that's number 6 there for the Eagles, all the way cutting around. And he goes all the way. He's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. All the way in from the 40-yard line for the touchdown. That'll put 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Yeah, and really several different opportunities there to stop him. He was able to slip right through. Had a lot of speed, showed a lot of speed on that one, able to make it down with several missed tackles to score another touchdown. So that puts us at our score of 32 Eagles, 20 Branford Buccaneers.
And we hate to see that out of the Buccaneers, because out of each side, them reversing field like that, you had guys there on both sides just not able to come up there with the tackle, which allowed the Eagles to break around to the left side to get their touchdown. As they're going to go back ahead with the 2-point conversion try here with 46.5 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to try and go to the air with it. And it's intercepted there by Buccaneer defender. That's Vernon Richards, number 3 there for the Bucs.
Yeah, and I tell you, he was ready to take it to the house. They blew the whistle just for an incomplete 2-point conversion. So Branford's gonna get the ball back. Receiving team is going out on the field. 46 seconds left in the ball game. We've got it 32 Eagles, 20 Branford Buccaneers. We'd like to say thank you to those of you who are joining in and still hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you being a part of River Country Sports. If you're watching this for the first time, make sure that you like, make sure that you share, make sure that you subscribe so that you get all of the updates. Don't miss this Tuesday night. We'll have a coach's show. It'll be with Jackson Jones and Coach Tim Clark every Tuesday after the game to go over different thoughts and outcomes of this game, but then also prepare for the game next week as they begin to talk. Don't miss that. That is at 7 o'clock this coming Tuesday for the coach's show.
Yeah, really over on the coach's show, you'll check out there on rivercountrysports.com. We'll kind of be going over the recap of tonight's game along with what we're looking forward to next week's game, which will also be back here in Buccaneer Stadium. Next week's game, we'll be looking at Wee Hitchka, a familiar team from last season for Branford Buccaneers, a team that really runs the wing T position, really trying to just run the ball a whole lot. Something that we look forward to seeing how the Bucs are able to manage as Vaught picks it up there, but tries to shake around, but just brought down there real close to the end zone.
And really, they were letting the ball roll as a touchback, but the ball stopped. It looked like on about the 2-yard line, which made Vaught have to pick it up and try and do something with it. A little late to try and make something happen. Would love to have seen him pick that one up early and try and get some yardage out of it.
But then on September 5th, we'll actually see Branford Buccaneers right back here at home in the Buccaneers Stadium for the 3rd week in a row facing against rival Bell. I mean, Bell's one of those teams that we played last year, and after able to conquer the Bulldogs over there, like for 7 or so years, they actually beat the Buccaneers last year, which I was on the team that they were able to beat, but we're definitely looking forward to see what the Bucs are able to do against them. Ready to get back this year. 33 seconds left to go here in the ball game as the fourth quarter winds down. Buccaneers looking to just see if they can get it out of the end zone without either throwing the ball away or getting the safety here. Land goes to line up in the shotgun position. He's going to take it. He's going to look to throw deep into the end zone. Doesn't look like he really tries to go for it there on the outside.
Yeah,
so that's Arcavian Jones.
Looks like the ball was thrown just out of bounds, a little high for him to be able to try and go after it and make a play. But really, just that incompletion stops the clock with 28 seconds left in the ball game. Just trying to get a little something going, getting out. Didn't put ourselves in the best field position, starting off at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, starting off at the 2-yard line there for the Bucs doesn't really help them out because we've got to either see a long play breakout, but then you're looking to either get an onside kick there and get the ball back for a quick score, or that's really your only option. Really, I mean you're trying not to run out of time as the ball is thrown there again to Arcavian Jones, trying to carry the guy on his back, but finally brought down there around the 10, 11-yard line. They're able to get out of the end zone, but maybe not enough time. I mean, as the clock continues to run, you're looking at underwards of 10 seconds. Now clock winds down Looks like that's going to be your game there for the Branford Buccaneers. And that's going to be your game there for the Branford Buccaneers. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but join us right back here live on River Country Sports for a quick game recap.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store. What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground.
Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling.
Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th. Live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen a little bit of the game recap here, where we started off quick in the first quarter with Branford really being able to do as they please, being able to put the ball on the ground there. You've seen an early running touchdown by James there, number 2, the starting running back. But after he started getting banged up a little bit and the line started collapsing, what did you really see out of him after that?
Well, he really had a couple really good runs, which you thought that was going to be a lot of what we seen tonight. He did seem to be cramping up, having some issues, so didn't see as much of him towards the end of the second half into the second half of the game. So after that, a lot of it really came on land as far as being on his feet. They were getting a lot of pressure to him tonight. So even some of the completions that he had, there were defenders right in his face the whole time. Still able to make some great plays, but a lot of opportunities missed tonight.
Also, when you speak of opportunities to gain yardage off of penalties on both sides of the ball. I mean, you seen Branford able to make up yards from their penalties, and then the Eagles also able to make up yards from Branford's penalties. I mean, just going off of each side of the ball right there, just getting those penalties, able to help out each team a little bit in yardage. But I mean, you seen the defense for the Eagles really able to hold the Bucks there, but the offense, I mean, you speak about the quarterback able to do a bunch of moving around doing as he pleased. A lot of time in the pocket and even being able to escape pressure rolling out to each side.
Yeah, so that was really one thing you'd like to have seen as the game got a little deeper, especially when the Bucks have an opportunity to come back. So we figured, right here in the fourth quarter, they were able to go down and not only tie the game up, but with an extra point, this would have been a Buck victory tonight. But we lacked being able to get pressure on the quarterback, and that was really our Achilles heel tonight during this game. Quarterback was able to stand in the pocket most all night looking. And a lot of times they had these big plays down the sideline that were able to allow them to put some points on the board.
Yeah, that really determined the outcome of the game here, as you've seen right there towards the end of the game, where the Buccaneers were not able to stop the Eagles, as number 6 there for the Eagles was able to leak the reverse around to the left side, the far side of the field for the extra touchdown, for the go-ahead scoring drive, which put the Eagles up 34-20. We're going to take another quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Jeff Mosley.
And this is Lance McCray.
At Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County, this is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports, where we just had a game update. But one more time, we would like to make sure you heard we did a memorial earlier for the dedicated to the memory of Buccaneer cheerleader Madison Michael, who lost her life in a tragic accident last weekend. 16-year-old Madison, who's gone way too soon, but her spirit will live on in the heart of Branford, because once a Buck, always a Buck. So our thoughts and prayers go out to her family and friends, remembering and dedicating this game and broadcast in Madison's memory.
Yeah, it really made for a special night tonight. You could see emotion all across the field. Great job by all the cheerleaders stepping up, continuing to cheer on the Buccaneers tonight. Tonight would not be possible here on River Country Sports without our great sponsors. We've got Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and in Live Oak, Van Carpet One in their new building on Faith Road in Lake City. We've got Roundtree Moore Chevrolet located on Highway 90 West in Lake City. Also, Suwannee County School District is a big sponsor of River Country Sports. Our scoreboard sponsor want to thank them as being a special part with Summers Home Furniture.
And also, we'd like you to follow Suwannee County football all season long. That's Live Oak and Branford here in like and subscribe right here on rivercountrysports.com to catch all the exciting action of Branford Buccaneer and Suwannee Bulldog football right here on rivercountrysports.com. And also, if you would like to sponsor our broadcast, you heard us mention each of these lovely sponsors here tonight. Get with us on our email address at rivercountrysports@gmail.com. That's rivercountrysports@gmail.com, or by U.S. mail, P.O. Box 346, Live Oak, Florida 32064.
And don't miss your chance to watch the Coaches Show. So it'll be Jackson Jones and Coach Tim Clark this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. They'll go over this game's recap, but then also look forward to a great season. We've got 3 home game openers right here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. So looking forward to talking about that. Some special things coming up. We will Hitchcock coming from a long drive away to meet us here. So we would also like to thank tonight's River Country's broadcast team doing their part to make sure that you get good quality game footage, all the electronics working right for us. So thanks to everybody behind the scenes tonight allowing you to watch this game.
These people include our streaming producer, Rivers Martinez, along with our camera operator, Anthony Woosley, and your color guy of the night, my assistant host here, Stephen Jones, and I'm your host, Jackson Jones.
One more special thing we didn't mention tonight, and he did a great job covering all of Branford football tonight, but tonight is actually a special night for us as it's Jackson Jones' birthday. So as you go and leave comments, as you go and leave likes, make sure you say a little special happy birthday to the voice of the Buccaneers, Jackson Jones.
And we'll see you right back here next week. Join us also on Tuesday for the Coaches Show, but also right back here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Branford Buccaneer Stadium on rivercountrysports.com.